Are you tired of your car sounding like a flock of honking geese? Worry no more, because Dan's Automotive is here to save the day. Located on the Sterling Highway right next to Napa Auto Parts, Dan's Automotive is your one-stop shop for all things car-related. Whether you need a tune-up, an oil change, or a friendly chat about your engine's dreams and aspirations, Dan's Automotive has got you covered. Their phone number is as easy to remember as a clown riding a unicycle while juggling rubber chickens. Just call 907-420-0416.
Alaska Waste, your hometown hauler on the peninsula, offering more choices so you can get the service you want and need. Need a trash container for just a little bit? Call Alaska Waste. They offer short-term programs as little as 1 week. Need a trash container for a longer time and want to save money? Ask about Alaska Waste annual programs. Alaska Waste offers residential and commercial services. If your trash service isn't with Alaska Waste and want to see how they can save you money, call now. Alaska Waste, 907-283-9390.
Talking baseball, Kluszewski, Campanella.
With the latest scores, standings, and news from around the Alaska League. Let's take a look around the league. Brought to you by SLP Alaska on ESPN 1140.
I'm talking baseball, Kluszewski, Campanella.
Well, if we're going to take a look around the league, don't go to Point Streak. It is a mess. They have not recorded all the games that the Oilers and the Pirates have played, but the one thing I can tell you is that the Oilers are now a very large number of games ahead of the fifth place Chugiak Eagle River Chinooks, who have lost 4 in a row. The Oilers should be rated as 15 and 18. They came into this series and won the first 2 games. They were actually 15 and 16. They've lost 2 games since then to the Pilots, and they should be 15 and 18, but that's not what they have them down here. First place, Matsu Miners. Second place, Glacier Pilots. Third place, the Bucks. And then the Oilers in fourth, and the Chugiak Eagle River Chinooks in fifth. If you're going to take a look at the leaders, the Oilers do have the best ERA pitcher in the league is Ty Correa, and they do not have him even listed. He is somewhere around like 0.50 for an ERA, followed by Connor Thornberry at 1.69. So there's where there are Oilers in the league leaders. In the batting average, they should also have Nick Costello. He's third in the league with a 373 average. And the RBI leaders, Rodriguez of the Pilots has 24, and so does Sorensen of the Bucks. Those are some of the looks around the league here. Brought to you by SLP Alaska, professional safety services, offering on-site consultations, project safety support, training, drug and alcohol testing. They've got a program development and now safety clothing, including FRCs. Go to slpalaska.com or give them a call at 907-202-3274. That's 202-3274. We'll be back with a look. We'll be back with us around the horn starting lineups, brought to you by Genoir Touring and Recovery. This is the Sweeney's pregame show in Oilers baseball on ESPN, the Alaska Baseball League, coming to you on RadioKenai.com.
Alaska Trailer on K-Beach has everything you need to haul your ATV this summer, with new inventory coming in all the time. Do you have a project this summer? Get over to Alaska Trailer on K-Beach to rent or buy an Iron Bowl dump trailer. Get the yard cleaned up or haul dirt, work or play. Alaska Trailer has what you need. Alaska Trailer is open 6 days a week. Stop in and ask about their easy financing program. Walk out today with the trailer. 907-335-4285. Alaska Trailer. Looking for a dentist that will ensure your dental health? Welcome Dr. David Richburg to Ridgeway Family Dentistry as their new full-time dentist. Ridgeway has the latest technology to make your appointments a breeze with their new iTero scanner, and now offering in-house scans for crowns, bridges, Invisalign, and more, making your appointments and turnaround times significantly shorter. Thinking about a wider smile for summer? Call Ridgeway today to ask about their teeth whitening special. Ridgeway Family Dentistry, located on the Spur Highway in Soldotna, 907-262-8404.
Well, we thought it was summer, but dang, not the best weather for playing in the midnight sun, but it's just right for getting things done. If your family is complete and you've been considering a vasectomy, now's the perfect time. Nothing like rainy days to check off the to-do list. Dr. Alvarez can perform your no-needle, no-scalpel procedure in a private office setting in Soldotna or Homer. Take care of this now, and you can enjoy a carefree, birth control-free Alaska fall. It might become our new favorite season. For more information or to schedule, call 907-235-1010 or visit Peninsula Surgery and Aesthetics.
Live in a small town where it feels like home. I got everything I need and nothing that I don't. Oh no!
The Sweeney's Clothing pregame show continues as we go around the horn with today's starting lineups. Brought to you by Genoir Towing and Recovery.
All right, the starting lineup for the Anchorage Glacier Pilots. Taguchi will lead off. Number 6, he'll be the DH. Batting second will be number 26, Bermudez. And batting third at playing center field is number 24, Jackson. Batting cleanup is number 3, the catcher, Harding. Batting eighth is the first baseman, Andrew Lamb, number 8. Batting sixth is number 14, Garrison Berkeley. He'll play right field. Batting seventh is number 21, Stenson. He's in left field. Batting eighth is number 22, Barraza, the third baseman. And batting ninth will be the shortstop, number 20, Wright. The starting pitcher is Casey Uper. He's gone 33 innings, given up 18 runs, 13 of them earned, with 18 hits, 32 strikeouts, 15 walks, and a 3.55 earned run average. All right, for the Peninsula Oilers, starting at shortstop will be number 3, Owen McElpatrick. Starting at left field will be batting second, number 17, Theo Forche. Batting third will be number 26, Nick Costello, playing center field. Batting fourth will be number 15, Ben Griffin. He's catching. Batting fifth is number 13, Leighton Helfrich. Batting, and he's playing right field. Batting sixth, William Grimm, number 10 at first base. In the seventh spot is number 11, Michael Rada. He'll be DH tonight. Batting eighth is number 12, Michael Elko. And he's at third base. And batting ninth is Raisen Ujimori, number 27, playing second base. The starting pitcher for the Oilers, Ryan Palmer. He's gone 25 innings, given up 24 hits, 19 runs, all of them earned, 29 strikeouts, 18 bases on balls, and a 6.84 earned run average. All right, as Ryan Palmer is taking his warm-ups right now. So we'll be ready to start here with the first pitch very shortly. We'll set the Oilers defense. We have Elko at third, McElpatrick at short, Ujimori at second, Grimm at first, Forche in left, Costello at center field, Helfrich in right field, and a battery of Palmer and Griffin. All right. So with that, that is the Genoir Towing around the horn starting lineups. When you need a tow, call Genoir at 394-6068, 394-6068. Put that phone number in your car and hope you'll never need it. All right, here we go as the Sweeney's pregame show wraps up. And the first batter is Mr. Taguchi. I'll get his first name here in a minute. And Taguchi bats from the left-hand side against the right-hander, Ryan Palmer. And the first pitch of the ball game is low and inside for ball one. Taguchi, Taguchi 6'0", 165. How about that? He's batting .345, no home runs, and 9 RBIs. Here's the next pitch. It's a ground ball up the middle. It's going to be tough, slipping on the mud and overthrowing. Actually, it was a high throw. There is still mud out there from hosing the field down for the sake of reducing the dust, but that led to an error that I don't think that Ujimori really deserved. It's an E4, and that's how this game starts on the second pitch. Will Bermudez coming to the plate for the Pilots. Batting .314, no home runs and 4 RBIs. He shows bunt. He pulls it back. And the ball comes out of Griffin's glove, but nobody's moving, and it's ball one. Wherever you are, whatever you're doing, thanks for tuning in. There's nothing like baseball, the greatest game there is. Ball one is the count with the runner on first base. We're just underway in the first inning. Here's the pitch by Palmer, swing and a miss. And it's 1-1. Ball one, strike one. Another left-handed slugger here with Bermudez. And strike pitching from the stretch, of course, is Palmer. Here's the delivery, shows bunt, and it's outside. And it's 2-1. One out, nobody out. An undeserved error. Charged to Ujimori, slipping on the mud. You could see as he was trying to plant his foot to make that throw to first, that's when it gave way, and his throw was high and did not have the mustard. I thought at first, he'd overthrown it, but we do have a glare problem here. That pitch is outside, and it goes to 3-1. Here's the stretch by Rada. Runner goes, and he swings and misses. The throw is nowhere near the base. It's on the left-hand side of the bag. It trickles into left field, and a stolen base for Con Taguchi. And a 3-2 count to Will Bermudez. And I think he wants a new baseball. Oh, he's throwing a pebble off to the side. All right, a full count here. The runner on second base, nobody out. Will Bermudez playing second base today. Here's the stretch by Palmer, and the pitch fouled right back. Brought to you by the Walden Brothers. Give them a call or check them out on their website at waldenbros.store. A full count here with a runner on second, dancing around, trying to distract the pitcher. Here it comes, high and away. So here we go. Oilers pitchers falling behind, giving walks. We got runners on first and second, nobody out. And we'll go with the infield fly rule now. Coming to the plate is Blake Jackson, who's only batting .427 with no home runs and 15 RBIs. Playing center field here, the big number 24 bats from the left-hand side. The Pilots wearing their gray camo. He shows bunt. It's a dandy right down the third base line. Elko will make the play. They get the out, and the Pilots got what they wanted with a tremendous sacrifice from the number 3 hitter, and it's a 5-3 putout. Might have been 5-4, as a matter of fact. And the Pilots now have runners on second and third with just one out. And the cleanup hitter, Harding, coming up to the plate. Harding, of course, having a great season. Catching for the Pilots. Troy Harding bats from the right-hand side. The Oilers bring the infield in. The first pitch is a fastball. It goes to right field. It's going to be a play at the plate. Helfrich's got it. He'll throw instead to third base, and the ball comes in. It's fairly close. The RBI sacrifice fly is very good here for the Pilots, and F9 is recorded by Troy Harding. And there are 2 outs. And advancing to third base is Will Bermudez. That's going to bring up Andrew Lamb, batting from the left-hand side, with a run in here for the Pilots and a runner on third base. Ryan Palmer, the stretch and the pitch. And it's probably low for ball one. Ball one is the count. The right-hander is going to pitch from the windup with a runner on third base. Here it comes. And it's a fly ball center field. Should be easy for Costello, and it is. So an F8 will end the inning, which is very productive for the Pilots. They pick up a run. No hits. There was an error, and there was a walk. 2 sacrifices, a sacrifice bunt and a sacrifice fly. At the end of one man left, at the end of half an inning, the Pilots lead 1-0. The Oilers now coming to bat. This is KSLD 1140 and RadioKenai.com.
If you've been involved in an accident or had a catastrophic injury, negotiating with insurance companies on your own is fraught. Insurance companies want to maximize their profits, and that means minimizing a fair and just. They don't want to pay for your medical bills. They don't want to pay. They don't want to pay for your pain and suffering.
You didn't deserve it because he
an
slipped
adjuster
on the mud.
try to minimize your claim at every turn. It's important to have an attorney to get the recovery that you deserve. At Earhart, Elsner and Cooley, we can help you get that fair and true value.
Fuel prices, food prices, rent, utilities, and your blood pressure. They're all up. Well, Eyewear Express is holding prices right where they are. Let me say it again. Eyewear Express is holding our prices firm. And Eyewear Express will continue to offer you a second pair free when you purchase a complete pair. Get a second pair of single vision glasses for free. Eyewear Express, located in the Peninsula Center Mall, Soldotna, 260-9199.
And the Oilers coming to bat here at the bottom of the first, trailing by 1 run. Manufactured by the Pilots, an error, probably something that was just bad luck. Then a walk, a sacrifice bunt, and a sacrifice fly produced a run. And the Oilers now will be facing Casey Uper, who has gone 33 innings. He's a left-hander, and he's very skinny. He's given up 18 runs, but only 13 of them earned, 30 hits, 32 strikeouts, 15 walks, and an ERA of 3.55. And he'll be facing Owen McElpatrick, Theo Forche, and Nick Costello here in the Oiler half of the first inning. All right. So, the Oilers already in a hole. Let's see what they can do. And this is a really tough pitcher with a whopping 32 strikeouts, averaging about 1 an inning, of course. All right, McElpatrick's been leading off just about most of the season. Bats from the right-hand side against the lefty, Mr. Uper. The Pilots have Barraza, Wright, Bermudez, and Lamb. The infield third to first with Stinson, Jackson, and Berkeley. The outfield left, center, and right. Here's the first pitch, and it's inside for ball 1. Battery of Uper and Harding. Everybody playing standard depth, standard position. The left-hander goes to the windup, and that's high, and it's ball 2. Pilots lead here 1-0. The Oilers now trying to reply here in the bottom of 1. We're going to go 9 innings. Beautiful night for baseball. And there's a strike on the inside corner. Beautiful. I got 5 syllables out of that one. And in the sun-starved South Central Alaska. By the way, there's still slippery mud out there. Maybe we'll get lucky. Here's a pitch, popped up. It's going to go to the right side towards the dugout. It's just out of play. Brought to you by the Walden Brothers. The Walden Brothers. Give them a call. As soon as I find that phone number again. All right. I think it's 5510. All right, yes, 394-5510 for the Walden Brothers. Customized T-shirts and tank tops. I got a 2-2 count, and here's the windup and the pitch. Curveball's high, and it's a full boat now for McElpatrick. Casey Uper, slender as a pencil there on the mound. 6 foot, 165 pounds. Here's the pitch. And it's popped up. This one goes out of play, and we'll hang in there with a 3-2 count. Ball 3, strike 2. Bob Bird missing Nick Sorrell here today. Yeah, let's see. Uper goes to a windup here. Nobody on. Here's the pitch, and it's ball 4. Well, the Oilers will get an opening walk here in the first inning to see what they can do with that. That'll bring up Theo Fortier. Fortier bats from the left-hand side. He's a .305 hitter with no home runs and 15 RBIs. He's played first base and third base. I think he's played left field. That's where he is today. Here's the stretch with a runner on first, and they try for a throw over, and it's just a how do you do. Ball one is the count. Excuse me, there's no count. And Fortier waiting patiently as the left-handed Uper will deliver. Here's the pitch. It's a curveball, and it's in there for a strike. It's a beauty. And it's 0-1. Giving signals down the third base line is Kevin Clancy. And the stretch now by Casey Uper. And he'll go to first base again. Nothing deceptive about that move. Nothing like mustard on the throw over there at all. It is only a strike one count, so you're not going to likely find a hit and run called here. All right, the stretch, and Uper will come to the plate, and it's a sidearm that does not come down, and it's 1-1. All right, where everybody's playing straight up in their outfield and infield positions. There's a runner on first base, nobody out. The Oilers trail 1-0. Here's the pitch. The runner goes on the hit and run, and it's fouled down the first base side. Kind of kicked away there by Andrew Lamb. And it's a 1-2 count. Ball one, strike two. Theo Fortier waiting patiently. There's been 3 throws to first here. Let's see if we're going to get one more after that break, and he does go there. Fortier batting, as I said, .305. Works himself into the batter's box. And a very slow and deliberate pitcher. And a long set, and he'll come to the plate. Curveball, and he'll hammer this one foul down the first base side once again, and the count remains at 1-2. The Oilers want to stay in this hunt to do something besides finish fourth. They got to run the table, I would say. They got a chance to do actually that. 6 games left, including this one. Here's the stretch. And a long set. He's coming to the plate. And a ground ball. Could be a double play ball, but it's slow. He's going to have to go to first base, and he's got it. So it has the effect of a sacrifice bunt as it went to the shortstop right. And it was a slow grounder and does the job of advancing McElpatrick to second base with 1 out. Nick Costello, who's probably the most valuable player for the Oilers this year, batting .373 with 2 home runs and 14 RBIs, proved that he could pitch as well as play center field. Bats from the left-hand side against the left-hand throwing Uper. Let's tie it up here, Nick. Here's the pitch. Curveball is low, ball 1. And no signals coming from third base coach Kevin Clancy, which means we trust your judgment here, which means do something to get him knocked in from second base. Ball 1 is the count. Here's the pitch. And it's a ground ball hot to the first baseman. He'll make an easy play. And why he threw it to third, I have absolutely no idea, because McElpatrick was already perched there and standing on the bag. So Lamb, with an unassisted putout and a very, mysterious play, wondering if maybe McElpatrick might take a wide turn, nothing doing. It's going to be up to Ben Griffin. He's got 10 RBIs with a home run. He's the catching today. Lefty on righty matchup. That's his advantage right now with 2 outs and a runner on third. The pitch is low and inside for ball 1. Griffin's batting average dropped after a very lackluster road trip for a week and has not really done much to elevate it since he got here home. Here's the pitch. Low for ball 2. Ben Griffin has caught, he's DH'd, and he has played left field for the Oilers. Uper goes to the stretch. There's no reason for him to make a long set anymore, and Griffin waits till he gets a strike, and he's got one now, and it is 2-1. Griffin is 0 for 9 in the series against the Pilots, and he's played every single game, I believe. Here's the pitch, curveball, and he dribbles that one foul down the third base line. And it's 2-2. Ball 2, strike 2. The runner on third base is Owen McElpatrick. Come on, just a little bleeder hit, Ben. Here's the pitch. Low and inside, and it is a full count. Ball 3, strike 2. On the hill is Casey Uper, the left-hander. Goes to the stretch. It's a payoff pitch here. Here comes. And it's ball 4. Well, Griffin will get a walk and have to leave it to Leighton Helfrich to bring a man in. Helfrich 306 batting average with 7 RBIs, no home runs. He's getting signals now. Be kind of interesting. The third baseman, Peraza, is playing deep, not expecting anything like a squeeze bunt. Of course, the left-hander will have his momentum going towards third base. You might want to drive a push bunt to the right of the pitcher. That's if you can bunt. And there goes the runner taking off, and they're trying to get a rundown to get McElpatrick into the plate. Now they're going to come to the plate. He's way out. It did not work, as coming way off the bag was Griffin, and the Pilots smelled that coming, and it will be a 6-2 putout. It was not even close, and McElpatrick did not even slide. A 6-2 putout. It was worth the try. All right, in the inning, no runs, no hits. There were 2 walks, and there was 1 man left on base. We'll go to the second inning. The score is the Pilots 1 and the Oilers nothing. This is Oilers Baseball on ESPN and streaming live on YouTube.
Do you have visitors in town fishing or just relaxing on the Kenai? If so, plan to bring them to Kobuk Valley Jade Company to meet their friendly staff who can explain how jade is Alaska's gemstone. They also have a nice selection of unique souvenirs if your guests need some Alaskan memorabilia before they head back home. If you stop by on a Friday or Saturday, check out their garage sale outside, weather permitting, on the garage sale side of the store. Kobuk Valley Jade Company at 41735 Sterling Highway, open Tuesday through Saturday, 10 a.m. to 6 p.m.
Are you looking for an opportunity to make a difference in your community? Central Peninsula Hospital needs you. You can make life-changing connections volunteering for our Patient Comfort Program, or help raise scholarship funds by volunteering in our gift shop. Volunteers do not necessarily have the time, they just have the heart to become an essential part of the hospital family. Visit cpgh.org or call 714-4543. Central Peninsula Hospital. Compassionate, personalized healing.
Bob Bird along with Caleb keeping me company back at the studio as Nick Sorrell has got a couple days off here to help with Pop Warner football. In a non-baseball note, I heard that the traffic jam at the Seward Y backed up, well, something like 5 miles. The question I want to know is, why don't they put a temporary a stoplight there. They could easily do that. They do it all the time for construction zones, all right? You could even station a state trooper there if you had to. But that is really becoming so much of a headache every July on the first pitch here. And it's fouled off to the right, brought to you by the Walden Brothers at 394-5510 for customized crops and tank tops. So, I'll make a comment here because the Peninsula is the next pitch. And you might say, well, everybody in Anchorage has no hurry to get there. But, yeah, but we here in the Peninsula might have a reason to have better traffic, and that is because people are going to fly out and might be stuck in traffic in the middle of nowhere. Here's the 1-1 pitch. It's inside, and it's 2-1 to the right-handed hitting Garrison Berkeley, batting .231 with 1 home run and 3 RBIs. Playing right field today. Here's the next pitch. It's high, and it's 3-1. Oiler pitchers have consistently gone behind in the count. About the only one who did not was Mose Hayes. And Palmer will deliver the 3-1. It's not even close. It's low and away, and it's ball 4. And again, the leadoff man is on. And that will bring up Jacob Stinson, a .311 hitter with 1 home run and 13 RBIs. Stinson bats from the right-hand side. I'll check that. He's walking across to bat from the left-hand side. Runner on first, nobody out. Stinson playing left field today against the right-hander Ryan Palmer, and it's low for ball 1. Oilers have Elko, McElpatrick, Ujimori, and Grimm, the infield third to first, with Forche, Costello, and Helfrich, the outfield left, center, and right, and a battery of Palmer and Griffin. The pitch, he'll get a called strike at the letters, and it's 1-1. 1-1 is the count with a runner on first. Nobody out. The Pilots leading 1-0 here in the second inning. Here's the stretch. He's edging off. There's the pitch outside. Griffin thought that maybe Berkeley was edging off to take off, and he came up standing to make a throw, which was not necessary. Ball 2, strike 1. Hitter's count. Here's the stretch. And the pitch. Low. Overhand fastball. Doesn't have the strike zone. And it's 3-1. Behind in the count. Ball 3, strike 1. And here's the pitch. And it's fouled off, brought to you by, it's a swing and a miss, excuse me. Probably fouled into the glove, and it's a full count now on Jacob Stinson, the left fielder for the Anchorage Glacier Pilots. Here's the stretch and the pitch, and it's a punch foul down the third base side. Fouled by about 3 feet, and we'll reload to go 3-2 one more time. Lefty on righty matchup, runner on first base, nobody out. Pilots leading 1-0. And we're in the top of 2. Here's the pitch, ball 4. His overhand fastball does not locate the strike zone. He's thrown it numerous times now, and it just comes in dirty. So runners on first and second, nobody out. And the table set for Nathan Barraza. There's an infield fly rule in effect. Barraza, .318 hitter with 2 home runs and 19 RBIs. Elko coming to say something to Palmer. I doubt he's telling him how to pitch. Probably telling him what he will do if there's a bunt. And you might expect that with the number 8 hitter. And he shows bunt, and it comes exactly straight to Elko, and he makes the throw. And once again, a beautiful sacrifice by the Pilots. does the job on a 5-3 put out. And like I suspected, that's what that conference was with Elko and Palmer. And now there's runners on second and third, one out, and Joey Wright, the shortstop, is at the plate. He's a .226 hitter with 1 home run and 7 RBIs. And the Pilots doing exactly what they did in the first inning. Here's the next pitch. It's a squeeze bunt, and they're going to come to the plate. They got him! A 1-2 put-out. Wow. And I'll tell you what, there's some excitement because Palmer gloved the bunt, which came straight back halfway to the pitcher's mound, and he just shoveled it from his glove to Griffin, and it's a 1-2 put-out on Garrison Berkeley coming in. A daring play by the Pilots, to say the least. And a fielder's choice for Joey Wright. And a throw to first. Look out. Grimm had to reach for that one to keep it from going to the backstop and allowing a run in. No, a very, very interesting play for the Pilots to pull that off. The bunt, though, was hit straight back to the pitcher, not sharply. And that's why the glove serving to the plate was performed by Palmer. The next pitch here to leadoff hitter Ken Taguchi is low for ball 1. Taguchi safe on an error and came around to score on a sacrifice fly. There's 2 outs with runners on the corners now. Here's the pitch, way outside. And the count goes to ball 2. Ball 2, no strikes. Taguchi, a .345 hitter with 9 RBIs. He's dangerous. And here's the pitch. And it's a ground ball to the second baseman. Should be easy. He burns it over in time, and the Oilers will wiggle out of that jam with no more damage done. All right, in the inning, no runs. There were no hits. Another sacrifice bunt. There were 2 walks. But the Oilers foiled the efforts with some good defense as the inning progressed. In the inning, no runs, no hits, no errors, and there were 2 men left. Let's go to the Oilers' second. It's the Pilots leading 1-0 on ESPN.
01485. Safe and Seife was the finest radio tint, probably in the USA. With its sleek design and switch-up, your car looks amazing. And don't forget, the windows come with a lifetime warranty for peace of mind. Your go-to source for sound systems, and powered subwoofers carrying Alpine, Kenwood, JBL, Audio, Sound, conveniently located across from Beacons, the Spur Highway in Soldotna. Your trusted partner for all our audio needs.
If you're in the market for excavation and landscaping services, call Earthscapes LLC. Earthscapes offers high-quality service at a price you can afford. They specialize in tree removal, general excavation, new driveway installations, landscaping, and hardscaping. Earthscapes serves the Kenai, Soldotna, Nikiski, and Sterling areas and are licensed, bonded, and insured. Call Earthscapes LLC for your excavation and landscaping needs. For your free quote, call 907-398-7624 for high-quality service at an affordable rate. Earthscapes LLC.
Bob Bird with Caleb back at the studio. The Pilots 1 run, no hits, no errors, 3 men left. The Oilers no runs, no hits, 1 error, 1 man left. We're only in the bottom of the second. And the Pilots playing small ball with 2 sacrifice bunts and a sacrifice fly. That has led to 1 of their runs. And the Oilers, with some good defense, are going to lead off here now with Leighton Helfrich, the right-hander who was stranded on the caught stealing attempt, and he takes inside for ball 1. Helfrich batting .306, no home runs, and 7 RBIs. On the hill is the left-hander Casey Uper, who works very slowly. Here's the pitch. It's high for ball 2. So you might as well bring your favorite picnic equipment here tonight, or go to the snack bar And that is manned by the Kenai volleyball team. Here's a line drive, base hit into left field on one bounce. Stinson has it, and the Oilers get their first hit of the game. In fact, that's the first hit by anybody, and Helfrich leads off with a single, sharply hit to left field. William Grimm coming to the plate. Grimm is batting .205 with 1 RBI. He's playing first base. He's done it very well this year. It's a lefty-on-lefty matchup, however. We'll see how our left-handers do against Uper. And here's the show's bunt, and it goes down the first base side. It's well done, and the second baseman covers. It's a 1-4 putout, but he gets, we're going to play small ball. Let's try it, guys. A sacrifice bunt by Grimm, and done well, and that's where you want to send it, simply because
Batting next,
the left-hander has his momentum going in the other way, and you might even get a base hit out of it if you're lucky. It didn't happen this time, but it was a very effective bunt. All right, Michael Rada, who's had a hot stick of late, is coming to the plate. And it's a righty-on-lefty matchup, and they pick him off of second. It's not looking good. As the pitcher runs him out, fakes a throw, and then nails him. Well, that's twice the Oilers have wasted a runner on second base. The game ended that way yesterday. That's going to be a 1 unassisted putout and a pickoff at second base. That's frankly embarrassing. The pitcher ran out to him. Here's the pitch now to Rada. It's high and tight for ball 2. The pitcher ran out to him, and all Helfrich could do was wait for him to make a commitment. He faked the throw on the way to third and instead nailed him quite easily. It was not going to win you awards for base runner of the year.
Bill Parker.
Fouled off. I think the count is 2-1. Foul ball brought to you by the Walden Brothers, 394-5510 for customized tank tops. Curveball, line drive, base hit to left field. My goodness. Well, you don't look upon that as necessarily what would have happened had the runner on second base not been nailed, because that could somehow perhaps influence the pitch and so forth. So the Oilers get their second hit of the inning, but there's 1 out and 1 on. Michael Elko coming to the plate, batting .183 with a low batting average like that. He still has 16 RBIs. Lefty on lefty matchup, as the right-handers are seeing Uper pretty doggone good, and Elko takes strike 1. Elko playing third base today. On first base is Michael Rada, whose stick is humming like a tuning fork of late, and it's way outside for ball 1. Ball 1 to count. Pilots lead 1-0. We're in the bottom of 2. Here's the stretch and the pitch. And this is foul down the third base side.
That foul.
And it's 1-2.
Liz Dalton.
Ball 1, strike 2. Michael Elko with Raisen Ujimori on first. With Ujimori in the on-deck circle. Here's the pitch, curveball. Ooh, it's just a little bit high, and it's 2-2. That was a slow, tantalizing curve, and it was Elko was smart enough to lay off the pitch. 2-2 with a runner on first base and 1 out. Here's the pitch, and it's a ground ball into the 5.5 hole. The shortstop can't handle it. And I'll call that an error. He could have maybe made a play at second base. So that's going to be an E6 on the shortstop right. And the Oilers now with runners on first and second, 1 out. And Ujimori coming to the plate. And we'll see what the Oilers can do with this situation as they, let's hope they don't get another man picked off of second. It's happened twice in the last 2 games now. Here's the pitch to Ujimori. Bats left-handed, and he Swings hard on that one, and it's right through it, and it's strike one. On second base is Leighton Helfrich. On first is Michael Rada. On second base is Rada, and on first base is Elko. Here's the stretch. And the pitch to Ujimori. It's a curveball. He tried to turn himself into it. He didn't get the hit by a pitch. And it's 1-1. One of the more controversial ways that batters sometimes get hit is by pulling their shoulder away, and it actually hits them because of that. Ball one, strike one. Here's the 1-1 pitch, and it's a hot shot to the right side. It's going to go to right field, and we are going to go station to station here as Berkeley was playing shallow. That's the Oilers' third hit of the inning, and the bases are loaded with just one out.
Peninsula Oilers, number 3, Owen McElpatrick.
So McElpatrick has got the table set with the bases loaded. The Pilots leading 1-0. The Oilers with a bonehead pickoff at second. You don't know how things might have occurred at all, but right now the bases are loaded with one out. No runs in yet. A healthy fly will look good. Not a double play, though. There's one out. Here's the stretch and the pitch. And he'll get a strike called on the inside corner. Righty on lefty matchup. McElpatrick drew a walk last time up. We're thick with anticipation here right now. Here's the strike one pitch, and that's at the knees. 0-2. On deck is Theo Forche, but he's a lefty. 0-2 the count. The stretch and the pitch. Curveball. He'll hit this one into right field. And I don't know what they're thinking. There's two outs there, and that will retire the side. In the inning, no runs, 3 hits, no errors, and 3 men left. All right, we'll go to the third inning. The score is the Pilots 3, Pilots 1, and the Oilers nothing. This is Oilers baseball on ESPN.
For the third inning, Accents and Burger Bus and the Orca Theater.
You want to get out on the river and
Red, listen for your winning number. Blue
problem
tickets are
side
432-276.
Engine repair. Dr.
432-276.
Ready to help get your dental health in top shape.
3 hits for the Oilers.
Family-friendly atmosphere. Contact them at 907-014-847 to schedule your visit.
849.
Welcome
You can pick up your prizes at Scotia.
Peninsula Exceptional Healthcare? We sure do. That's why we're excited to welcome Heather Moon, our team's newest nurse practitioner. She is ready to serve her local community and has immediate availability and is welcoming new patients. She has a special interest in mental health and women's health and can't wait to serve you. Call our office at 907-313-4569 to book with her today.
Honesty Family Practice. Epic Healthcare for your attorney.
We're moving to the third inning. The Pilots 1 run, no hits, 1 error. The Oilers no runs, 3 hits, 1 error. And the Pilots have stranded 3. The Oilers 4. The key play of the inning was Ujimori's single, and not sure if it was the right call to hold the runner at third to not score from second base, and here's a line drive, soft liner, right to the second baseman, Ujimori. And 1 dead on 1 pitch.
Number 26.
As the leadoff man, Bermudez, is easily erased here, called it F4. No reason to second guess a call like that. We would have had a play at the plate, and you have to know the strength of the right fielder, that's for sure, which was Berkeley. Here's the pitch. It's outside to Blake Johnson, who sacrificed beautifully for the Pilots in the first inning. Here's the ball one pitch. That's slashed foul. Up and over the top. Brought to you by the Walden Brothers. Give them a call, 394-5510. They can customize just about anything in clothing. Here's the windup by Ryan Palmer and the pitch. He gets a called strike on the outside corner. It's a 1-2. Ball one, strike two. One out, nobody on. Here's the pitch, and this is a breaking pitch. And right now, I would say Ryan Palmer has been able to locate the strike zone quite well. He's ahead in the count, 1-2. Here's the 1-2 pitch. Just misses. I don't know where he was going. He looked like he was walking to the dugout, but maybe he was expecting a peg around the diamond. Ball two, strike two. Here's the 2-2. Fouled right back. A good slider and a good at bat here by Blake Johnson. And he's nobody's fool, batting .427 with 15 RBIs.
Because everyone should play.
All right. Johnson, a left-hander on the right-handed Ryan Palmer. Costello quite shallow in center field. Here's the pitch. It's a hot shot right through the box. It's going to be tough. It's picked up nicely by McElpatrick right in front of the bag as it went through the pitcher's mound. And it's a 6-3 put out on the run, gloving it with one hand, making the transfer. That's where it gets tricky. And making a very accurate throw. Two dead here in the third inning, with the Pilots leading 1-0 without having generated a hit yet. And here's Troy Harding, who sacrificed fly RBI last time up. And he takes low for ball one. 340 hitter now with 3 home runs and now 17 RBIs. That's from the right-hand side. Ball one, the count. The pitch popped up right side. It may be a play. No.
That foul ball.
Right now, Ryan Palmer is looking like a pitcher with renewed confidence.
And active.
Doing a very good job here. 2 outs and nobody on in the Pilot third. They lead 1-0. Rada with a windup, and here's the pitch. Ground ball again right up the middle, and this one will find its way through both the shortstop and the second baseman, bounding right over the bag. Last time McElpatrick got it, not this time, and the Pilots have their first hit with 2 outs.
Andrew Land, number 8, next up for the Glacier Pilots.
Troy Harding catching the entire series. That's tough to do by any catcher. Andrew Lamb is the batter. He flied to center field his first time up. The last time he came to the plate, and he takes low for ball one. Bats from the left-hand side. 284 hitter, 1 home run, 10 RBIs. Ball one to count. And here's the pitch. And that one's hit with some authority into right field. And they're going to go station to station as Helfrich picks that up and a smack hard to right field. And the Pilots have their second hit with a 2-out threat now. And runners on first and second. Garrison Berkeley walked, got around to third base, and was nailed on a squeeze play, a squeeze bunt at the plate. 231 hitter, 1 home run, which we saw here in a losing effort in the first game. Here's the pitch to Berkeley. It's way outside for ball one. One nothing Pilots. We're in the third. Oilers had quite a threat with the bases loaded in the last inning with 1 out and got nowhere. Here's the stretch in the pitch, and it's a high fly ball to deep left center. Going back is Costello. He calls everybody off, and he'll take it. A lot of good hang time there, but Berkeley got all he wanted to on that one, and that will retire the side. No runs on 2 hits, no errors, and 2 men left. Let's go to the Oiler third. The score, the Pilots 1 run, and the Oilers nothing. This is ESPN and Oilers baseball.
Is available for your job. If you need to get a project paved this summer, call Hot Rocks Asphalt Paving at 907-420-4729. Todd has over 20 years of construction experience and will ensure your job is done to the highest level possible. Whether you need a driveway, a parking pad, a sidewalk, or a parking lot paved, or just need repairs to your current asphalt, Hot Rocks Asphalt Paving can do it. Call 907-420-4729 or find them on Facebook. Hot Rocks Asphalt Paving.
In Kasiloff and craving convenience? Look no further than TJ Seges. Fuel up with quality gas. Stock up on groceries from 6 a.m. to midnight and grab your favorite drinks from the liquor store from 8 a.m. to midnight. Oh, and did we mention they've got fishing licenses too? Whether it's for those grocery items or a relaxing evening, TJ Seges has you covered. And the best part, their friendly staff always greets you with a smile. So swing by TJ Seges today and experience top-notch service and a one-stop shop for all your needs this summer.
Welcome back to Coral Seymour Park, home of the Oilers, where they're trailing the Anchorage Glacier Pilots. The Pilots 1 run on 2 hits, 1 error, 5 men left. The Oilers no runs, 3 hits, 1 error, and they have stranded 4. They will bring batters 2, 3, and 4 to the plate. Forche, Costello, and Griffin. Phil Forche playing left field today. Lefty on lefty matchup. Ujimori did not have any trouble. Lefty on lefty. Here's the pitch. And here's a ground ball. Should be easy to the second baseman on the first pitch. There you go. And it's a 4-3 put out on Forche. 1 out. Nick Costello coming to the plate. He grounded to the first baseman, his first time up. As the Oilers had their best chance in the second inning with the bases loaded. Here's the windup and the pitch to Forche. And it's in tight for ball 1. Ball 1 the count. Here's the windup and the pitch. That's one right down the tubes, and it's 1-1. Casey Hooper at the hill for the Pilots. A lefty on lefty matchup. Here's the pitch. Way outside, and it's 2-1. Left field is quite shallow. Stinson. Very shallow, I would say, in left field. There's center field and right field, about standard depth and straightaway. Here's the pitch. And a strike on the inside corner. And that'll bring it to 2-2. Nick Costello working the count here. Being very choosy. Hooper, a very, very slow and deliberate pitcher. He goes to the windup. Here's the pitch. Low and away. That's a full count. Oilers' premier player at the plate here, Nick Costello. Hooper getting signals. Here's the windup and the pitch. Curveball swings right through it. And go down swinging if you're going to go. 2 dead. And that brings up Ben Griffin, who walked and was left at the plate. Ben Griffin coming to the plate here. 2 outs and nobody out for the Oilers. Bats from the right-hand side. Here's the next pitch. High for ball 1. A beautiful day here on Alaska's fabulous Kenai Peninsula. Here's the windup and the pitch. Checks his swing, and it's high for ball 2. Left fielder backing up a little bit more with a right-handed slugger up there. Center fielder walking in a few more steps, and it's inside for ball 2. Griffin 0 for 9 in the series. He's gotten his share of walks out of that, though. He's ahead 3-0 here. Here's the pitch. He's got the green light and fouled it off. Brought to you by the Walden Brothers. They customize everything in clothing. Give them a call, 394-5510. Ball 3, strike 1, still a hitter's count. Here's the pitch to Griffin. And he'll hit a fly ball into the gap. And it's going to be handled pretty easily there by Berkeley, but on the trot and on the backhand, fading away. 3 up and 3 down for the Oilers. No runs, no hits, no errors, nobody left. We'll go to the 4th inning. The score is the Pilots 1 and the Oilers 0. This is Oilers baseball and the Alaska Baseball League on the ESPN Radio Network.
So, have you heard?
Heard what?
About the new flooring store on K-Beach? They're called Floors Unlimited.
No, but I do need new flooring in my home.
Yeah, I went in there yesterday, and they helped me so much and were so resourceful with any question that I had. And I even found out they even serve the entire Kenai Peninsula, even as far as Seward and Homer.
Oh, wow.
You'll love their easy-to-shop showroom with carpet and hard surfaces, commercial and residential. Plus, they even offer service with a smile. It's Floors Unlimited, open Monday through Saturday, located on K-Beach, just past KSRM, 907-420-7688.
Are you craving a fiesta that's tastier than a piñata full of tacos? Look no further than Senior Pancho's Mexican Restaurant. Step into their lively canteen and dive into a flavor fiesta that'll make your taste buds dance the salsa. Picture this, you're sitting back sipping a margarita at 11 a.m. It's never too early for a margarita, but hey, they're not just about the drinks. Senior Pancho's is the ultimate sports headquarters. Catch all the action while devouring their famous home run margarita. Proud supporter of Oilers baseball, located on the Sterling Highway in Soldotna. Senior Pancho's Mexican Restaurant, where every bite is a home run and every meal is a party. Olé!
Bob Bird with Kayla back in the studio where the Pilots lead the Oilers 1-0. 1 run, 2 hits, 1 error for the Pilots. They've stranded 5. The Oilers, no runs, 3 hits, 1 error with 4 men left on base. Working now, his 4th inning is Ryan Palmer. He's given up 1 run. It was earned. 2 hits, struck out none, and walked 3. The Pilots will bring the 7, 8, and 9 hitters to the plate. Stinson, Barraza, and Wright. And with a righty-lefty matchup here for Stinson, a .311 hitter with 1 home run and 13 RBIs. Gets a fastball. It's hit high and deep to right center, and lots of hang time for Costello. And Mr. Stinson gave it quite a ride, and an F8 here with 1 pitch to start the 4th inning. Pilots leading 1-0. Here comes Nathan Barraza. Gave a good sacrifice bunt, which did not lead to the run. That happened in the 1st inning with the sacrifice bunt by Blake Jackson. Righty on righty matchup. Pitch comes in for a strike. It looks like a slider there, and it's 0-1. Barraza, .318, a hitter with 2 home runs, 19 RBIs. There's a fly ball left field. It's going to drop. On 1 hop, it's picked up by Forte, and the Pilots have their 3rd hit. As Barraza beats the odds on the righty-righty matchup. 3rd hit given up by Ryan Palmer. Here's Joey Wright. Hit into a fielder's choice last time up. Another righty-righty matchup, and he'll take strike 1. Looks to me like Ryan Palmer knows how to get ahead of the count here now. This would be the 3rd inning. And here's the throw to first, and it's a little bit dirty, and nice stop there by Grimm playing first base. Here's the stretch by Rada. And the pitch. It's grounded to the right side, and it's missed by Grimm. And it'll be an E3. That was right at him. And don't know if he took his eye off it to try to decide for a 3-6-3 double play. I'm just guessing. But that's an E3, and it's a costly error for the Oilers. And that's their second error. Second error now for the Oilers. And here's the first pitch. I believe that was ball one. The batter is the top of the line here, Kon Taguchi. He was safe on an Oiler error to start the game. Here's the stretch. He shows bunt. He pulls it back. I believe it's ball two. Ball two, no strikes. Taguchi was the beneficiary of mud, his first at bat. There's a swing, and it's a foul ball. Up and over. As Ujimori slipped on water that had not completely dried from the infield hosing. Ball two, strike one. Runners on first and second. There's one dead, and there's a nice pitch on the outside corner, and it's 2-2. Infield fly rule in effect with runners on first and second. That means there's a force at third and less than 2 outs. The batter is Kon Taguchi. Here's the pitch, low and away. And it's a full count now. Ball three, strike two. We'll see what happens if there's a hit and run on here. There's a stretch by Palmer. The pitch is a curveball that misses. And now the bases are juiced. Bases loaded for the Pilots. Nothing has happened yet. The Oilers could certainly use a double play, as Will Bermudez will come to the plate. He walked and hit a soft liner to second base. Righty on lefty matchup here. 314 hitter with 4 RBIs. So Palmer has to work hard. Here's the pitch. Fastball is high for ball one. Oilers bring their corners in at third and first. Middle infielders hoping for a double play ball. Here's the next pitch. It's outside, and it's 2-0. He'll probably be taken until he's served a strike. Will Bermudez playing second base here for the Pilots. That's from the left-hand side. A ball two count. Here it comes. And that's high. 3-0. I would say that Palmer's got a good bet that he could throw it right down the middle and he won't be swinging at it. Bases loaded, 3-0 count. Here's the pitch. There it is, 3-1. Ball three, strike one. Costello quite shallow in center field. Helfrich is not in right field. Ball three, strike one. Here's the pitch. It's high, and it walks in a run. And an RBI, the easy way for Will Bermudez. And that will score Nathan Barraza from third. Wright goes to third base now from second. And Kon Taguchi goes to second base. And we're going to have a huddle on the hill right now. This huddle on the hill brought to you by Central Peninsula Hospital. They believe in providing better access to local primary care and specialty services. That's central to their mission. Visit cpgh.org. All right, so pitching coach Chris Jimenez out there now with an entire huddle. The Pilots now lead 2-0, and on the strength of an error, 2 walks, and a single. And we'll see what the Oilers can do here, what kind of strategy for the infield. Blake Jackson is one of the most dangerous men in the league, batting .427 with 15 RBIs, no home runs. He gave a sacrifice bunt and grounded to short. Here's the pitch. It's fouled back here. Strike one. Lefty on righty matchup. Palmer has to throw strikes, and he's been doing it to get ahead in the count, but despite the 2 walks, here's the stretch and the pitch. Curveball nowhere near it. It's not working that well for him. The slider has broken into the plate, though. That's way outside, and it's 1-1. Pilots set to bust the game open here. A run is in, bases loaded, 1 out. Here's the pitch. That's low. 2-1. Ball 2, strike 1 to Will Jackson, playing center field for the Pilots. Here's the stretch and the pitch by Palmer. And it's a ground ball. It's smothered. He's going to run him to the bag and let the run score. A nice job there by Grimm as he laid out and just suffocated that ball. He looked at the plate, saw he did not have a play, and got Jackson at first base, who will get an RBI on the play. It's a 3 unassisted, 2 outs, and now 3-0 for the Pilots. Runners on second and third now for Troy Harding. Here's the pitch, and it's outside. Harding with a sacrifice fly in the first inning and a single in the third. It's a right-handed on right-handed matchup, but he's had productive at-bats both times against Ryan Palmer. Ball 1 the count. Here's the pitch. Curveball. It's a ground ball up the middle. It's booted by the shortstop. There'll be a throw to the plate. That's in there in time. They'll try him at second. They throw that into center field, and he's going to come around. This is a Little League home run. Oh, my goodness. An error by the shortstop, a play at the plate, a return throw to second, goes soaring into center field, and that is what's called a Little League home run, and it delivers 1, 2, 3 runs for the Pilots. And there were 2 errors on the play, an E6 and an E2. There's the first pitch, and it's low. E6, E2. And a fielder's choice. Harding does not get any base hit there at all. And it is 6-0 for the Pilots. Here's the next pitch. It's high for ball 2. Kind of a major embarrassment here for the Oilers the last couple of days, getting 2 people picked off of second. And now a Little League home run. Here's the next pitch. It's inside for ball 3. Andrew Lamb, 1 for 2. He's flied to center, and he's singled. 6-0 Pilots. That game broke open like we feared, and Lamb extends the inning here with a walk. And we'll bring the 9th batter to the plate, Garrison Berkeley. He has walked, was cut down at the plate on a bunt, and he flied to center. Four Oiler errors now. And the first pitch is a strike. Garrison Berkeley playing right field with a runner on first base. Here's the stretch and the pitch. And it's a ground ball, base hit in the 5.5 hole between third and short. And now the Pilots have batted around as they'll bring the 10th man to the plate. They're not done yet. Oilers sending a couple of people down to the bullpen. And here comes Jacob Stinson to the plate, I believe. And he started the inning with a fly out to center field. And he takes outside for ball 1. All right, runners on first and second with 2 outs. Here's the stretch and the pitch. Low. And it's ball 2. Stinson walked, flied out, batting .311, 1 home run, 13 RBIs. Here's the stretch and the pitch. A little tap to the first base side. It's foul. And it's 1 ball 2, strike 1. Ball 2, strike 1 to the left-handed batter. Jacob Stinson has an opportunity to make 2 outs in an inning. We'll see if he can do it. Here's the 2-1 pitch. Curveball is high. And it's 3-1. Ball 3, strike 1. Palmer goes to the stretch. And here's the pitch. He gets a strike. Stinson had already tossed his bat to make a free pass to first base. He's going to have to wait a little bit longer as there's a full count on Jacob Stinson. Ball 3, strike 2. Righty on lefty matchup. Runners on first and second. He makes a fake roll towards second base. There's no play. Ryan Palmer on the hill for the Oilers. An ugly inning here, to say the least. Runners go. Now that's ball 4. And Stinson extends the inning, and that'll bring the 11th man to the plate now as the bases are now loaded after the Little League home run. And that's going to bring up Nathan Barraza. He has a sacrifice bunt and a single and a run scored this inning. And the first pitch to him is a ball called, and it's ball 1. Bases loaded, and the Pilots threatening to just drown the Oilers here in this 4th inning. Barraza bats from the right-hand side. Here's the stretch and the pitch. Misses, and it's 2-0. Ball 2, no strikes. There's 2 outs here. The base is loaded. The pitch, swing, and it is a fly ball to right field. Helfrich should measure it. He gets it close to the foul line, and that will retire the side on an F9 for the 3rd hit. In the inning, there were 5 runs. 1, 2, 3, 4 walks. There were 2 errors. And there was 1 hit. There you go. At the end of 4.5 innings of play. The score is the Pilots 6, the Oilers nothing. This is ESPN and RadioKenai.com.
Denali Family Dentistry welcomes Dr. Caitlin Steinbeck, the newest member of their team. Born and raised right here in Kenai, she brings her passion for dentistry and care to the Kenai Peninsula. With a dental surgery degree from the esteemed University of Washington, she's ready to make a positive impact on your smile. Tailoring treatment plans to ensure you receive the personalized care you deserve, from routine checkups and preventative care to restorative and cosmetic procedures. She'll help you achieve a healthy and beautiful smile. Experience the difference. 907-283-0503. Denali Family Dentistry, where your smile is their top priority.
Are you one of those people who don't like to wait and have a zillion things on your to-do list and no time for the DMV? No problem. AK Express is your on-the-go title, tag, and registration solution. AK Express is conveniently located on the corner of K Beach and West Poppy Lane next to Everybody Rides Again. They'll have you in and out in as fast as 10 minutes with next to no wait time. AK Express, your on-the-go title, tag, and registration solution. 907-260-9501.
Bob Bird, as we go to the Oiler fourth inning, the Pilots 6 runs, just 4 hits, 1 error, and they have stranded 8. The Oilers, no runs, 3 hits, 4 errors, and 4 men left on base. They're going to bring batters, let's see here, 5, 6, and 7 to the plate. Helfrich will lead off, and the pitch to him is a strike called. Helfrich singled and was picked off of second base. 1 unassisted. I've seldom seen that with a pickoff at second base. Here's the pitch to him. It's inside, and it's 1-1. That was the last inning where the Oilers did get the bases loaded, and Helfrich led off with a single, so he's 1 for 1. Here's the pitch, and he grounds, he jams a line drive into center field, and now he's 2 for 2. That's going to be the Oilers' 4th hit of the game. They trail 6-0. William Graham coming to the plate. Sacrificed very well his first time up. Let's see if he does it again. But it's not a close game anymore. Here's the pitch. Curveball, and it's in there for a strike. And it's 0-1. 6-0 Pilots. We're in the bottom of 4, and the Oilers with a runner on first and nobody out. Here's the pitch, and it's hammered out to center field, and they'll go station to station here as the Oilers pick up 2 quick hits and have something cooking right now. William Graham and Leighton Helfrich with 3 hits and 4 at-bats between the two of them. That's going to bring up Mike Arata. He singled and got as far as third his last time up. He's got a very hot stick of late for the Oilers. And he's got runners on first and second with nobody out. The fans just want to be entertained. Let's see what the Oilers can do here this inning. Here's the stretch by Uper and the pitch. And it's low for ball 1. Ball 1, the count. Runners on first and second, nobody out. And the pitch. And it's a pop-up to shallow center field. They did not make an infield fly rule call. They could have done that, and it's an F8 as Jackson makes an easy trot in, and there's 1 dead. Michael Elko coming to the plate. Bats from the left-hand side. He was safe on an error by the shortstop, Joey Wright. That led to a bases-loaded threat. Now there's 1 out with runners on first and second, and the pitch to Elko. And he'll hit one into the gap in right field down the line. It's going to be extra bases. 1 run will score. There's going to be a throw to second. He stands up. They call him out. You've got to slide for Pete's sake. Oh, my goodness. The base running errors the Oilers have had in this series. Elko singles and does not slide into second base, and it's a put out 9-6. Berkeley to right. He gets an RBI, but there's 2 dead. Only 1 runner came in. And that was Helfrich from second base. Grimm's at third. I'm sorry. Ujimori's at the plate. He singled his last time up. I hate to say that, but the base running has been very thoughtless by the Oilers. There's no excuse not to slide into second base. Here's the pitch. He shows Bond. It's a drag bunt to the right side. He's going to do it. He beats one out. They don't even make a play. And Ujimori gets an RBI single and the Oilers' second run of the inning as William Grimm comes in from third. And the Oilers saving some face here. That's what you call a push bunt. The left-handed pitcher's momentum goes towards third base. And the bunt is intentionally delivered past the pitcher's mound. A brilliant play there by Ujimori. Let's see if they send him to steal. And here's the pitch. It's an inside curve to the next batter, Owen McElpatrick. That's the fifth Oiler hit as they've replied here with 2 runs in their half of the fourth inning. There's the stretch and a throw to first. Not close. So Elko's RBI single getting nailed at second for failing to slide. And Ujimori bringing in Grimm from third base. Next pitch is high and away. And it's 2-0. McElpatrick is 1 for 2. Is 0 for 1. He walked in the first and flied out in the to right in the second. Stretch and the pitch. Popped up. Should be playable. The second baseman wants it. He comes way over to the first baseman's side, and that will retire the side on a P4 by McElpatrick. In the inning, there were 2 runs on 4 hits for the Oilers, and there was 1 man left on base. We'll go to the 5th. The score is the Pilots 6 and the Oilers 2. This is ESPN and the Alaska Baseball League.
When I have issues with my sewer or drain, I call Sean Parnell with Roto-Rooter. He will come out to your house and address the situation anytime, including weekends and holidays. Have a broken line or need those grease traps cleaned? Call Sean Parnell with Roto-Rooter today. He is reliable, professional, and he knows what he is doing. This summer, support local for all your sewer, drain, and grease trap needs. Roto-Rooter even has a camera to check your sewer lines. Get a hold of Sean Parnell today at 907-262-5605.
Roto-Rooter. Roto-Rooter.
Looking for a place in Kenai that serves breakfast all day? Good news. Now open in Kenai, it's the Brunch Bar where you can get breakfast served all day long. Be sure and try their mimosa flights or one of their specialty drinks to make your meal anything but ordinary. The Brunch Bar is open Monday through Thursday until 7 p.m. and Fridays and Saturdays until 9 p.m. And they'll have dinner specials during those nights with live entertainment for your enjoyment. The Brunch Bar is located on Willow Street in Kenai and look forward to serving you.
And we'll go to the 5th inning. The Pilots 6 runs, 4 hits, 1 error. They have stranded 10. They have stranded 8. The Oilers 2 runs, 7 hits, 4 errors, and 5 men left on base. Here's the first pitch of the inning. It's fouled off. And the batter is Joey Wright here in the 5th inning. Wright is 0 for 2. He hit into a fielder's choice and then was safe on an error. Ball 1, strike 1. That foul ball brought to you by the Walden Brothers. Go to waldenbros.store. Here's the pitch. Curveball is in there. As Ryan Palmer loses his hat once in a while on his delivery. Nobody on. We're in the 5th inning. Here's the pitch. He lost his hat again. Goes to deep short on the backhand. A throw across by McElpatrick. And that is a textbook 6-3 out when a Shortstop goes deep in the hole on his backhand and makes the play beautifully with a bullet across the diamond. That brings up Kon Taguchi. Taguchi is 0 for 2. Safe on an error. Grounded out. Walked and scored a run. 1 out. The first pitch to Taguchi is inside for ball 1. Taguchi is the designated hitter today from the leadoff spot. Here's the pitch by Palmer. And he'll get a strike called at the knees there on a fastball. And it's 1-1. Ball 1, strike 1. Palmer with the windup and the pitch. That's in right down the middle, and it's 1-2. We know that the Oilers starters have to go many innings here with a shallow bullpen. Here's the 1-2 pitch. It bounces in, and it's 2-2. I think there's activity in the bullpen, but I don't think it is anything other than some stretching going on. Ball 2, strike 2 to Kon Taguchi. Here's the 2-2 pitch. Whoa, that one bounces in 3 feet in front of the plate. And his hat coming off quite frequently now with every pitch. You got to give Palmer credit. He throws his heart and his arm and his hat into the job that he's doing on the mound. Here's the windup and the pitch. And it's a little blooper. No, on a bounce, and he overthrows it. All right, the blooper bounced right in front of McElpatrick, and he pulled the first baseman off, and it's an E6. We're going to have the umpires make a discussion. I could not tell if he caught that on the fly. At first, I thought he did. I'm not sure if it was on a bounce or on a fly. The umpire and a home plate umpire asking what the heck happened here. Why did McElpatrick throw? I was surprised he threw. It was a soft line drive, and it was caught by the shortstop. That's what I saw. Soft line drive caught by the shortstop. And I think that's what they're gonna call. Yeah, it's an F6. Why on earth McElpatrick threw that ball? He drew Grimm off the bag. The first base umpire made the call safe, but that's just assuming that maybe somebody saw something differently than he did. Now there's a heated argument going on now between the third base coach and the third base umpire as to what the heck happened. It is a confusing play. The umpires are confused. We're confused. The coaches are confused. And we can't be sure what we're seeing up here because we have very much a heavy glare on our plexiglass. But there's 2 outs. Now they're going to send it back to the plate? No. Who's at the plate right now? Will Bermudez. Number 26. So there's 2 outs. That's what I don't know what the count is right now, but I know when you had problems when you played sandlot ball, you just said hit it over again. That pitch is low. Waiting for the umpire to give us a count. Scoreboard says 2-0. Here's the pitch. Fastball. It's in there. 2-1. I think the confusion all belongs to McElpatrick for throwing it to first. Maybe he thought there was a guy on first base to pick off. Here's the pitch, and here's a fly ball to right field. Helfrich measuring it and grabs it, and the Oilers get a 3-up and 3-down inning here in the 5th with one of the more strange innings I have seen. No runs, no hits, no errors, nobody left. We'll go to the Oilers 5th, and the score is the Pilots 6, the Oilers 2. This is Oilers Baseball on RadioKenai.com and streaming live on the YouTube.
Soldotna Professional Pharmacy, located on the corner of Binkley and Marydale, offering products like cough and cold, pain relievers, and first aid products. All great items to have at home and on the go. Be sure to take advantage of Soldotna Professional Pharmacy's MedSeek program to help organize your busy schedule. They also offer convenient delivery routes available from Cooper Landing all the way to Homer. Just call Soldotna Professional Pharmacy staff to have your medication delivered to your door monthly. Soldotna Professional Pharmacy.
Sweeney's Clothing in Soldotna is having one big awesome summer sale. Get Sweeney's Clothing in Soldotna because Carhartt apparel all 40% off. That's right, all Carhartt apparel is 40% off, excluding FR. Need women's dovetail apparel? Well, now is the time to stock up. All women's dovetail apparel is also 40% off. All Levi jeans are 30% off, and Wrangler jeans are 30% off, excluding FR. Get over to Sweeney's Clothing in Soldotna for one big awesome summer sale. It's here at Sweeney's.
Okay, we'll go to the Oilers fifth. The Pilots 6 runs, 4 hits, 1 error, and they have stranded 8. The Oilers 2 runs, 7 hits, 4 errors, every one of them costly, including a Little League home run that had 2 errors on it. And they have stranded 5 home runs. You want to entertain yourself, go to Major League Baseball and look up Little League home runs. It happens everywhere, and that's a term that's been coined in recent times. And the first batter is Theo Forche. He's 0 for 2 with ground outs to short and to second, and he swings through for that one for strike 1. Going into his fifth inning of work is Casey Uper. We'll get a line on him. And here's a fly ball to left field, and it's curving foul out of play. Uper's gone 4 innings, given up 2 runs. Both of them earned 7 hits, struck out only 1, and yielded 2 walks by my count. Oilers have lost base runners, picked off of second, and then a sure double by failing to slide was erased. It was still an RBI single. Theo Forche, left fielder, and he hit a fly ball to center field, measured very nicely there by Jackson, and it's an F8 to start the 5th. Nick Costello's 0 for 2 and overdue. All right. He's grounded to first and struck out. Oh for 2 and overdue. The older center fielder has got a lefty on lefty matchup. And the pitch by Uper. High and away, and it's ball 1. Costello, lefty on lefty matchup, and waiting for the next pitch. That one's right down Broadway. 1-1. First baseman playing him very deep with his ankle, heels on the grass. Same thing with the second baseman. And the pitch, low and away, 2-1. Right fielder standard depth, center fielder a bit shallow, left fielder very shallow. Ball 2, strike 1, hitters count, 1 out, nobody on. Here's the pitch to Costello, and gets a strike at the knees. And it's 2-2. Ball 2, strike 2. Pilots lead the Oilers 6-2 here in the bottom of 5. Two and 2 the count. Costello nervously wagging his bat to pitch, and he goes after high heat, and he'll whiff here. That's his second strikeout of the day. And it brings up Ben Griffin, who has walked and fly to right. Griffin will bat from the right-hand side. 2 outs, nobody on. Conversation going on between the Oilers third base coach, Kevin Clancy, and the third base umpire. Pitch popped up, should be easy. Fading over for it is the second baseman, Bermudez, and the Oilers make no statement here in the 5th, going quietly and easily on a P4. No runs, no hits, no errors. Nobody left on base. We'll go to the 6th inning. The scores, the Pilots 6 and the Oilers 2. This is Oilers baseball on ESPN and 96.9 FM.
Get your tractor, trailer, and equipment inspected and serviced now at The Best Shop, located on K Beach Road. The Best Shop is a full repair shop and tire center for all tractor trailers and heavy equipment, and they stock parts so they can get your job done quickly to get you back on the job. Don't miss a day of work because you weren't ready. Call The Best Shop now to get your truck in for a DOT inspection and service. The Best Shop, 262-8785.
Where's Dr. Cross, the eye doctor? Did he move out of state? Did he
still
retire?
doing okay, Bob?
No, I'm still right here in Soldotna at PCHS in the new eye care clinic at 230 East Marydale Ave. I'm still providing the most personalized and highest quality eye care that you have come to expect from me, but in an updated and advanced location. A 3D image of the back of the eye is included in every full eye exam, and the details will knock your socks off. We take almost every insurance, including VSP. So if you've been looking for me, or if you need to come in and have an eye exam, now you know the real scoop. Call 907-262-3119 and schedule today.
We go to the top of the 6th. The Pilots, 6 runs, 4 hits, 1 error. 8 men left. The Oilers, 2 runs, 7 hits, 4 errors, 5 men left. As working his 6th inning is Ryan Palmer. All right, Blake Jackson coming to the plate for the Glacier Pilots, and he'll pop one up. Shallow left field. Who wants it? The shortstop. McElpatrick calls for it, and right away with one pitch, it's a P6 and 1 dead. As Blake Jackson, one of the best hitters in the league, has an 0 for 3 day. He's got a sacrifice punt and a ground out, though, that scored a run and an RBI for him, but he's 0 for 3. But he's erased now. Now Troy Harding, who hit a Little League home run his last time up with 3 RBIs, and he'll take strike 1. The first, the ground ball was booted by the shortstop. They made a throw to the plate to try and get a runner. That didn't work. They made a throw to second to try and get Harding, and it went soaring into center field. Here's a pop-up right side. There's a chance for Griffin. Griffin drifting over and makes the catch, and it's a P2 for 2 dead here in the 6th inning. So Harding came all the way around with 3 RBIs, helped by Oiler errors. 6-2 is the score. There's 2 outs and nobody on here. Andrew Lamb coming to the plate. He is 1 for 1. He flied to center in the first, singled in the third, and walked in the 4th. Here's the pitch to him. And this one's popped up. And Griffin's got another beat on this one. He's very, very close. He's got it right at the screen. How about that? That didn't take too many pitches for Ryan Palmer to erase the Pilots here in the 6th. Maybe about 4. 3 up and 3 down. No runs, no hits, no errors, nobody left. We'll go to the Oilers 6th. And it's the Pilots leading 6-2. This is Oilers baseball on KSLD 1140 and RadioKenai.com.
Officers at Beeman's talking with Steve. It's time to can the fish, can the vegetables, and berries and more. You can find what you need right here at Beeman's.
Matt, we've got a great supply of jars, from 4-ounce jelly jars. We have half-pint wide-mouth jars, pints, 24-ounce jars, quarts, even half-gallons. So we got lots of lids as well, both wide mouth and regular, pickling salt, lime, pectin, and all the tools you need to do that canning.
Start your canning today with a stop into Beeman's on the Kenai Super Highway in Soldotna.
This week's money-saving specials from your hometown proud family at Country Foods.
Come in for boneless pork chops. Buy one, get one free. And Hormel seasoned pork tenderloin fillets only $4.99 a pound. 3-pound packs of Cattleland quarter-pound beef patties are $13.99. And boneless chicken breasts are just $2.69 a pound. Alaska Grains hot dog and hamburger buns are $2.49. And 15-ounce IGA canned vegetables are 60 cents. Produce has peaches and nectarines for $2.89 a pound. Red plums are also $2.89 a pound. Bing and Rainier cherries are $2.99 a pound. And mangoes are only 99 cents.
Country Foods on Willow Street in Kenai.
We're back here in the Oilers 6. It's been a very ugly game for the Oilers, but they're still in it. It's only 6-2, and they're within striking distance. And McAllister Zawatkowski gets a little bloop here. What's going on? I have absolutely no idea what happened. And Helfrich swung at the bat, at the ball. It went easily to the third baseman. And what are they calling here? Did it go off his foot? This is really strange. The third baseman walked the ball over to first, made an underhanded throw. The umpires are not conferring here, but here comes out Coach McCann. So Helfrich probably wants to maintain that it hit his foot. And that's what the umpires are going. That's why he didn't run. And the umpires are going to confer. Of course, the instinct is if it didn't hit your foot, you're going to run. And it came off very slowly from the bat, which indicates it really did hit his foot. But the umpires have to see it. Third base coach is saying, I didn't see anything, but he's facing a right-hander. Helfrich is not going to win this argument. The first base umpire might have the opportunity to have seen it, but not the third base umpire. Helfrich's going to get a 5-3 putout. It could have been 5 unassisted. Oh, and there's one dead. But to tell you the truth, you can't ask the batter, hey, did it hit you? Yeah, it did. Why do you think I didn't run to first? Boy, we have seen some strange things here in the last couple innings. My goodness. It's going to bring up William Grimm. Grimm singled and scored a run, and he sacrificed. In the second, he takes high for ball one, so he's 1 for 1 today. And the pitch to the left-hander takes a strike. On the hill now is McAllister Zawatkowski. And it's his second inning of work, and it's a 1-1 count. Zawatkowski. We've seen him before in this series. Here's the left-hander's pitch. Breaking pitch comes in low, and it's 2-1. We have seen some strange stuff in the last couple of games for sure. Here's the 2-1 pitch. That's dandy at the letters, and it's 2-2. I believe the count is 2-2. Zawatkowski goes to the stretch, and the 2-2 pitch just misses, and it's going to go to 3-2. Might even be 3-1. I'm not sure. There's 2 strike. Yeah, they're going full count. I had it right. Ball 3, strike 2. Left field, center field, very shallow. Here's a fly ball. It is foul. A hot shot down the right field line. He pulled it just a little much. And he got good wood on that as Grimm, looking here for a double perhaps, but didn't quite make the grade. And the count remains at 3-2. Ball 3, strike 2. Fly ball center field. Going back is the center fielder Jackson. He had to hurry. He grabs it with one hand and walking backwards a bit unsteady. He was playing shallow and it did not, he was not burned by that F8. But Grimm got good wood on the ball. 2 dead now. Here in the bottom of the 6th, then Michael Rada, 1 for 2, a single. And a fly to center. It's a lefty and righty matchup. Here's the pitch to Rada. Curveball, and it misses, and it's ball 1. We talk about that Helfrich at bat. I'll say one more thing about it. Here's the next pitch to Rada. And he hits a fly ball to the gap in right field. And it is hauled in there by Berkeley on the run, very close to the warning track at the power alley at about 370 feet from the plate. Nice shot there to finish up with the Helfrich at bat. That ball looked weird from the beginning. It was in slow motion, which really indicated it hit him, but that's the way the cookie crumbles. 3 up and 3 down as Mac Zawastoski is perfect after 2 innings. This is Oilers baseball, and it's 6-2 Pilots on ESPN.
Hello, this is Belinda with Gentle Dental. Are you looking for a brighter smile during this wedding season? Stop in for our professional grade to-go kits and whiten in the comfort of your own
Still doing
home.
okay, Bob?
Don't lose
Yep,
track
I'm
of
doing
time
fine.
with awesome days and get the dental care you need.
Very, very weird baseball
Dental
game.
family. Anxious? No worries. Our name says it all.
It has been.
Hablas español? Nosotros también.
Talking with Evan here with Steam on Wheels. Now, Evan, I know you guys do a lot of residential tree removal, but you can also do commercial property as well, right?
Yes, we can. We have done multiple commercial properties. No job is too large for Steam on Wheels.
Now, you guys are licensed and insured, correct?
Yes, we are.
I would imagine that's an important thing when it comes to fallen trees around very
Thank
important
you very
objects.
much.
Yes, it's very important, and we take extreme pride in our work, and especially in our business. Our quality of work speaks for itself.
Call Steam on Wheels, 262-3240.
Well, Ryan Palmer is going to call it a day. He pitched 6 innings. He gave up 6 runs, about 2 of them earned. He gave up 7 hits, and he gave up only 4 hits, and he walked 3. All right, so that will bring Sam Silversmith to the hill for the Oilers, as Silversmith has a right-handed delivery here, and we'll see what the Oilers can do with him. So with the totals now, the Pilots 6 runs, 4 hits, 1 error, 8 men left on base. And the Oilers 2 runs, 7 hits, 4 errors, and 5 men left. And a very good last 2 innings by Ryan Palmer. And his pitch count was quite high, and that's why we had to get him rest his arm. Pitch count brought to you by Everybody Rides Again. If you're looking for a used vehicle, but you don't have any credit or bad credit, well, that's no problem. Your job plus a small down payment is all you need. Here's the first pitch, and it's low for ball 1. All you have to do is locate it on the big corner at K Beach and Poppy Lane and give them a call at 260-3053. Everybody Rides Again, 260-3053. Silversmith delivers a strike, and it's 1-1. To the leadoff hitter, Michael Elko. Back up to the other side of my score, and that is Garrison Berkeley, who just flies to center field to start the 7th inning for the Pilots. F8. Jacob Stinson bats from the left-hand side. He's 0 for 1. He's walked twice, has not figured in on the scoring. Bats from the left-hand side. Stinson playing left field today. The first pitch to him misses outside for ball 1. Oilers have Elko, McElpatrick, Ujimori, and Grimm, the infield third to first. Next pitch, ground ball to the right side. He got some help from the mound, and it glanced it towards the second baseman a little better. And it's an easy 4-3 putout as Ujimori handled that one with adroitness. And Nathan Barraza comes to the plate. Barraza playing third base. He's 1 for 3, a single and a run scored. Bats from the right-hand side. There's the next pitch. Swing and a miss. How many strikeouts have there been this game? None for the Pilots. and only 1 for the Oilers. Here's the next pitch. And it's a high fly ball, left center. It's going to be hard to catch, but Costello makes the grab. Knee height. He was backed up very well by Fortier, but that was an open sprint, and his glove was cupped upwards, and he makes the F8 put out here to retire the side. 3 up and 3 down for the 3rd inning in a row. No runs, no hits, no errors, nobody left. It's 7th inning stretch time, folks. Brought to you by Coffee Express with 3 locations to choose from. 2 in Kenai and 2 in Kenai on both ends of town and 1 in Soldot at the Y. If you love a great cup of coffee, you're going to love Coffee Express. They serve Red Bull specials, teas, smoothies, and Italian sodas. Coffee Express. We'll be back in just 1 minute. This is Oilers Baseball on ESPN.
Waste container, Alaska Waste 9390. Go waste dumpsters yard to 8-yard containers all the way up to large industrial containers, great for those remodeling projects. Call Alaska Waste today at 283-9390 to get rates. Alaska Waste, your hometown hauler. 283-9390. Call now to get put on the route. 283-9390.
Alaska Trailer on K-Beach has everything you need to haul your ATV this summer, with new inventory coming in all the time. Do you have a project this summer? Get over to Alaska Trailer on K-Beach to rent or buy an Iron Bowl dump trailer. Get the yard cleaned up or haul dirt, work or play. Alaska Trailer has what you need. Alaska Trailer is open 6 days a week. Stop in and ask about their easy financing program. Walk out today with the trailer. 907-335-4285. Alaska Trailer.
We're back here in this Oilers 7th, and there's an 0-2 count on Michael Elko, who singled the last time out, up, and was thrown out, failing to slide. There's a line drive base hit to right field, and he's been on base 3 times. He's 2 for 3. He's also made it safely on an error, and that's the leadoff hit for the Oilers here in the 7th inning as Ryson Ujimori, 2 for 2. He has himself a fantastic push bunt RBI. His last time up, he also singled to right field in the 2nd. Well, the push bunt is a brilliant move if you know how to do it. Here's the pitch, and it's outside for ball 1. You have to know which side of the mound to push it past the mound and as to the momentum of the pitcher. And it was a left-handed pitcher. He pushed it towards the second baseman. And it brought in a run and got him a hit. Here's the pitch. That one's in tight, and it's ball 2. On first base is Michael Elko with a leadoff single. Ujimori with a 2-0 count. He does have power. The left fielder's very shallow. Here's the pitch. It's low, and it's ball 3. He has opposite field power, and the left fielder is very shallow. He'll probably be taking here, though, with a 3-0 count. The Oilers trailing by 4 runs. We need base runners. And here's the pitch. And it's right there, 3-1. You won't face that lollipop again. 3-1 the count. Here's the pitch by Zamatowski, and it's a line drive, base hit. They'll go station to station. And how about that for the bottom of the order as Elko and Ujimori have combined for 5 hits in their 6 at-bats, and they've all been on base each time.
Shortstop, Owen McElpatrick.
McElpatrick, though, has not been there for the Oilers. He walked and fly to right and pop to second. All right. He was also gunned down at the plate. McElpatrick hits a fly ball foul down the right field side. It's going to go into the Oiler bullpen. That foul ball brought to you by the Walden Brothers. Give them a call, 394-5510. They'll customize clothing for you. 394-5910. 55-10. Sorry about that. Runners on first and second, nobody out. There's an infield fly rule in effect, and it's a lefty on righty matchup. McElpatrick is overdue. There's a stretch in the pitch. Curveball. He slashes this one to left field, and we're going to send a man home. And they're going to cut it off, and the Oilers bring it in to 6-3. As McElpatrick heard me, he was overdue. He just picked up an RBI. As Elko comes around and scores from second base, Ujimori holds at second. And we still have runners on first and second. Nobody out, and a run is in, and it's 6-3. 10 hits now for the Oilers. And the third hit given up by Zamostoski. And they're going to call a huddle here. And that's going to bring us a call to the mound. Brought to you by Central Peninsula Hospital that believes in providing better access to local primary care and specialty services. That's central to their mission. Visit cpgh.org. cpgh.org. Yeah. In the meantime, there's a huddle on the hill here as the Oilers have a rally in progress. A run is in, 3 straight singles, and the umpire is going to say, time to bust it up. Let's go. And the batter is going to be Theo Forche. They're going to have to face Nick Costello after him. All right. Little polka time there with the chicken dance. Theo Forche is 0 for 3. He's grounded to short, grounded to second, fly to center. Batting .305. He is overdue. And the left-hander, Zamostoski, giving up 3 consecutive singles. Here's the stretch. The tying run's at the plate right now in the pitch, and it's a ground ball foul down the first base side. The approximate run is on first. That means that's the run that gets you one away from your opponent. We're down 6-3 right now. 2 men on, nobody out, and a run is in. Here's the stretch by Zamostoski in the pitch. It's another hot grounder down the first base side. And it's 0-2.
That fall on the wall brought to you by Liz Dalton.
0-2. Zamostoski's slowing things down a bit. Taking a long time with the signals. And here's the stretch and the pitch. Curveball hits to the right side. It's a double play ball. They boot it! Oh, my! He took his eye off the ball. We'll be happy to take pilot errors. We've given them 4. Holy smokes. That was a double play ball. It started slowing down. He took his eye off the ball, is my guess. That's the second pilot error, and now the bases are loaded. There is nobody out. And who's up?
Now batting number 26.
Nick Costello, who is overdue. He's whiffed twice and grounded to first. He knows he's overdue. E6 on that one. On third base is Ujimori. At second is McElpatrick. At first is Forche. The tying run is on base. There's nobody out, and a run is in. Here's the pitch. Low, it's ball 1. You got to be patient here, and that was a good move there by Costello. He's not going to be given any signals. He knows what to do. Ball 1. Here's the stretch and the pitch. And that's a strike at the knees. It's 1-1. Oilers threatening to tie or take the lead here. There's nobody out. The bases are loaded. And a run is in. It's 6-3 Pilots. But they're on wobbly knees right now. 1-1 is the count. Here's the pitch. And it's a fly ball. Foul going over the beer garden, and it's 1-2. That foul ball brought to you by the Walden Brothers. See them at waldenbros.store for customized clothing. Ball 1, strike 2. You better believe Costello is working to see that pitch. Here's the 1-2. It's a curveball. He'll pop this one up. It's in foul territory. Over to try and get it is the first baseman. And he quickly and alertly gets back into the dugout, or into the infield. And Lamb and Costello continues with his woes at the plate, going 0 for 4. That one is a P3. Ben Griffin, he's walked and flied to right and popped to second. And there's going to be a huddle on the hill here. That's going to be all for Zawistowski. All right, as we're going to take it back to the studio. This call to the bullpen brought to you by Central Peninsula General Hospital. Give them a visit at cpgh.org. And we'll be back in 1 minute. This is Oilers Baseball on ESPN.
When you've been involved in an accident or suffered at the hands of someone else's negligence, we can help you assess whether you need it and whether we can add value to your case. This is a small community, and we want to make sure.
7th inning winners. So if you have blue tickets or pink tickets, listen up. 432-241. 432-241. 432-227. 432-227. And then finally, 014-851.
Fuel prices, food prices, rent, utilities, and your blood pressure. They're all up.
Certificate.
Eyewear Express is holding prices right where they are. Let me say it again. Eyewear Express is holding our prices firm. And Eyewear Express will continue to offer you a second pair free when you purchase a complete pair. Get a second pair of single vision glasses for free. Eyewear Express, located in the Peninsula Center Mall, Soldotna, 260-9199.
The new pitcher for the Pilots is Ian Torpy. He's 6 foot, 190 pounds from UC Davis. He is a junior, and let's see what he has done with the pitching duties for the Pilots this year. As Torpy has he's made 5 appearances. He's gone 18 innings, given up 12 hits, 9 runs, all of them earned, 12 walks, 18 strikeouts, and a 4.50 earned run average. We're not done yet with the stats on Zawistowski because he's responsible for all 3 guys on the base right now. The Oilers have a run in, but Costello just whiffed. And now I think they wanted a right-handed pitcher to face Griffin, who is also in a slump, a major slump. He's something like 0 for 11 on the series. Today he's 0 for 2. It's a righty-on-righty matchup. Here's the pitch. It's right there. And he's taking and hoping for a walk. Strike 1, Griffin bats from the right-hand side with the right-handed throwing Torpy. Here's the stretch. And the pitch. And it fouls this one to the backstop. And it's 0-2. Leighton Helfrich on deck, but Griffin in an 0-2 hole. They're going to probably hope he hits into an ending double play. He'd be better striking out if they serve him something low. Here's the pitch. It's a line drive. It comes to the right fielder. Drops in front. He's having trouble with it. It's going to score a run. And the throw comes to the plate. Too little, too late. And it dropped right in front of Berkeley, the right fielder. So Griffin busts out of that slump with a single and an RBI. And it's 6-4 Oilers. As coming in to score is Ujimori. Going to third base now is McElpatrick. Forshade to second, and Griffin at first. And now the tying run is in scoring position for Leighton Helfrich, and he's 2 for 3. First pitch to him, will foul this one out. Good hitting there by Griffin with an 0-2 count.
The Soldotna Little League and the first Challenger League in Alaska for individuals with
came through big time there.
Because
Leighton Helfrich working the pitcher. There's still only one out. The bases are still loaded. Here's the pitch. And that's a strike, and it's 0-2. Helfrich, a .306 hitter. He's 2 for 3 today. Come on, Leighton, tie this game up. Pilots leading now 6-4. Helfrich wants time. Steps out of the box. And he'll get back in. He's behind in the count. 0-2. Here's the pitch. And he'll foul this one off. Fighting it off. And the count remains at 0-2. Boy, this has been an ugly game. Both teams with errors, base running gaffes, and, man, strange plays. Here's the 0-2, and it's a tap. That one hit him. And it's a foul ball, even if it had gone fair. One of the strange things that we saw was the last time Helfrich came up. He was hit by the ball, but the umpires did not see it that way. 0-2 the count. Here's the stretch and the pitch. Strike 3 called. Ouch. Brings up William Grimm. Grimm has seen the ball well today. He has sacrificed with a bunt, single, scored a run, fly to center field. William Grimm bats from the left-hand side, so he looks at the right-hander here. That's Torpy. And the pitch, swing and a miss. It was dirty and low. A little bit too eager, perhaps. All we need is a little old hit. 6-4. Oilers battling themselves back into contention after an ugly fourth inning where they yielded 5 runs. Here's the strike 1 pitch. Outside, and it's 1-1. Ball 1, strike 1. Righty on lefty matchup. The bases are loaded, but there's 2 outs now for the Oilers. Here's the stretch by Torpy and the pitch. There's a strike on the outside corner. It was a changeup. It was right there. And it's 1-2. All right. Critical moment here in this game. Oilers have 2 runs in. They can get a lot more. Ball 1, strike 2 is the pitch. Swing and a miss. And that ends it here in the 7th. For the Oilers, 2 runs on 1, 2, 3, 4 hits. There was an error, and there were 3 men left on base. We'll go to the 8th. The score is the Pilots 6 and the Oilers 4. This is Oilers baseball on ESPN.
Are you looking for an opportunity to make a difference in your
680-309-680.
Pet therapy, comfort and joy to others, unconditional love, and for friends. Certified in the Partners Program. Volunteers don't necessarily have the time. Become an essential part of the hospital family. Search cpgh.org or call 907-714-4043. Central Peninsula Hospital.
Would like to take a moment and ask any veterans or
Sound offers the
military
finest
in
armor
attendance
kit.
today
Proud
to
to be
please
the USA
rise as
with
able to be recognized.
Your car will look come with a lifetime warranty for your peace of mind. Safe and Sound, your go-to source
Thank
for
you so
mind-blowing
much
sound
for your
systems,
service
custom
to our
speaker
country.
boxes, amplifiers, and powered subwoofers, carrying Alpine, Kenwood, Rockford Fosgate, JBL, and JL Audio. Safe and Sound, conveniently located across from Beeman's on the Spur Highway in Soldotna. Your trusted partner for all your car audio needs.
Welcome back as we go to the 8th inning. The Pilots 6 runs, 4 hits, 2 errors, and they have stranded 8. The Oilers 4 runs, 11 hits, 4 errors, and they have stranded 8 runners as well. The Pilots will bring batters 9, 1, and 2 to Sam Silversmith here in the 8th inning. That will be Joey Wright, Con Taguchi, and Will Bermudez. On the hill for the Oilers in the 2nd inning of work is Sam Silversmith.
Coming up.
Sam Silversmith, the right-hander, will face the right-handed hitting Joey Wright. Wright is 0 for 3. He's hit into a fielder's choice. He was safe on an error, scored a run, and he grounded to short. And if it gets the opening pitch, it's a strike called. Strike 1 the count. And that misses, and it's 1-1. Oilers have Elko, McElpatrick, Ujimori, and Grimm, the infield third to first. Here's a fly ball, left field. Should be easy for Forshea, and he's got it. And it's an F7. Forshea, Costello, and Helfrich, the outfield left, center, and right, and the battery of Silversmith and Griffin. And that's brought to you by Everybody Rides. Looking for a used vehicle? Go see them located on the big corner at K Beach and Poppy Lane, 260-3053. 260-3053. No credit, bad credit, no problem. All you need is your job and a small down payment. Con Taguchi takes ball 2. He is 0 for 3. Safe on an error, scored a run the first, grounded the second. And there's a foul ball, and that hurt Griffin. He's going to need some time. And then he walked and scored a run, and then he flied to the shortstop. Taguchi then 0 for 3, 345 hitter with 9 RBIs. Griffin is hurting. And I think, see if it's on his, yes, it's his throwing fingers. That's got to be the catcher's bread and butter for sure. You know, we used to have something in our medical kit. It was sort of like a spray that would give you instant coolness and numbness when you had an owie like that. You can't put an ice pack on it, but that was the equivalent, a chemical equivalent. All right, it's ball 2, no strikes. Here's the pitch. And it's a ground ball base hit into right field as Taguchi finds his way. And they picked him off as he made too big a turn. How about that? Helfrich with a throw to first. And again, this just keeps up the weirdness of this game with base running, bonehead base running by everybody.
Up to bat for the Pilots, number
There's
26,
enough to go around.
Bermudez.
There's 2 dead here. Here's the windup and the pitch. And it's slow for ball 1. I'm not quite sure if that came in straight from the right fielder, if there was a cutoff man who picked him off. Here's a line drive. That's going to be caught by Ujimori. A spectacular catch. Oh, my goodness. If there's going to be a boost in morale and a change in momentum for the Oilers, they just had it. My goodness, he laid out on his backhand. We couldn't be sure if he had the ball, nor could we be sure he was going to hold on to it. But he did. 3 up and 3 down, no runs, no hits, no errors. We will go to the 8th inning. The score is the Pilots 6 and the Oilers 4. Never say die. This is Oilers baseball on RadioKenai.com and 96.9 FM.
That's going to help here. And, oh, I'm in South and wait to serve. Call our office at 907-13-4569 to today.
Stewart to home. Rock's best painting is available for your job. This summer, call Rock's best 4729. Experience. Ensure your job is done on time. Driveway, a parking sidewalk, or a parking lot paved just in repairs to your grass. Hot Rock's asphalt painting will do it. Call 907-420-4729 or find them on Facebook.
Coming up to bat, four.
Well, both these teams have proven themselves not to be quite gazelles in this game when it comes to fielding and base running. And but the pitching has been clutch for both teams at various times. Here's a swing and a miss by Rada, who's leading off. Batters 7, 8, 9 for the Oilers. Don't let that fool you, though, because those guys, those three hitters, have 6 hits between them. Here's the next pitch to Rada. It's a slow grounder to the shortstop. He'll scoop it up and make. Rada is hurt. I'm not sure what happened. He never made a roll towards first. I don't know what happened. All right, he hardly got out of the home plate dirt. So it's a 6-3 put out there. And let's hope he's not hurt too badly. But he did not look like it was a pleasant. He pulled a groin. Hard to say what happened. Michael Elko coming to the plate. Righty on lefty matchup. Elko has 2 hits. Here's the pitch and an RBI. And he takes outside for ball 1. Here's the windup and the pitch. Swing and a miss. And it's 1-1. Boy, I hope Rada's not hurt. He's DH today. So they may not need to sub for him unless we go around the batting order one more time. Ball 1, strike 1. And it's a fly ball, a little blooper. It might drop. It's a fair ball. He's going to wheel for. He's not going to wheel for 2. Good throw by the left fielder. The shortstop, Wright, Joey Wright, did all he could to get there in time, and it landed fair about 2 feet in. And the Oilers have a base runner with 1 on, 1 out here in the bottom of the 8th. 3rd hit for Elko. Ujimori coming to the plate now. And he's 3 for 3 with an RBI and a run scored. Ujimori. Righty on lefty. And it's low for ball 1. The third baseman, Barraza, knows this kid can bunt. And he'd probably bunt to the left side of the infield. We'll see if he wants to try and bunt for a hit or a sacrifice. We need outs, and it's 1 out now. We don't want to waste any. There's a called strike, and it's 1-1. We can't afford outs right now in the bottom of the 8th. It's 5 left for the Oilers. Ball 1, strike 1. Runner on first. He throws to first, and it's close. Ball 1, strike 1. A beautiful day here on Alaska's fabulous Kenai Peninsula. On a Monday Night Baseball, the pitch is low and inside, and it's 2-1. Bob Bird, along with Caleb, back at the studio. We missed Nick Sorrell badly today. He won't be here either on Wednesday when the Chinooks come to town. There's the stretch in the pitch. Runner going. It's a little dribbler right to the mound. They're going to throw to first, and they get it. The hit and run. Ujimori did his job, advancing the runner to second base, avoiding a double play. And Ujimori's erased 1-3 for the first out he has made in this game. So we have a runner on second base, and a single by Owen McElpatrick could bring us within an approximate run. McElpatrick singled and got an RBI in his last at-bat. Here's the pitch, and it's a strike outside corner at the letters. On the hill is Ian Torpey for the Pilots. 6-4, the Pilots lead. They got 5 of their runs in the 4th inning. Here's the stretch and the pitch, way outside, and it's 1-1. The top 3 hitters, the 1, 2, and 3 hitters, have not done well here. The only hit was McElpatrick's RBI single in the 7th amongst those 3 leadoff hitters. And they spin to second. McElpatrick walked, fly to right, popped to second, singled with an RBI. Forshee 0 for 4. Costello 0 for 4. Here's the stretch and the pitch, way inside by the toes, and it's 3-1, I think. Not 100% sure of the count. It's 2-1. 2-1. Or 3-1. Or 3-1. Here's the pitch. Here's the pitch. It's way high. Way high. Now it's 3-1. 2 outs, a runner on second base. Owen McElpatrick with a hitter's count. Here's the stretch by Torpey and the pitch. It's right there on the bat handle side. He'll decide to take the called strike rather than come up with a weak grounder. Good pitch on the inside corner. Now it's crunch time, 3-2. Here's the stretch. It's a big pitch. Here it comes. And it's fouled off to the right. That's fighting him off. That's brought to you by the Walden Brothers. Go to waldenbros.store for customized T-shirts, tank tops, and more. Ball 3, strike 2. Big pitch coming up. A righty on righty left matchup. We have a runner in scoring position. Here's the pitch. And he'll fight this one off. And it was a good deal because that might have been outside, but you can't take him. You got to fight him off. A good at bat here for McElpatrick. Ball 3, strike 2. Here we go again. The stretch and the pitch. Curveball is upstairs, nowhere near it. And now we've got the tying run on base and the lead run at the plate in Theo Forshee. Forshee has grounded to short, grounded to second, fly to center.
Number 17,
made it to
our left fielder, Theo.
Made it to the base pass the last time up on an error by the shortstop. It's a righty on lefty matchup. He is overdue. No question about that. Here's the stretch and the pitch. It's a strike. It's a dandy right at the knees. And it's strike 1. Nick Costello on deck. He's 0 for 4. These 3 guys can really redeem things here if they can come through for the Oilers. Here's the pitch to Forshee. It's high. And it's 1-1. 6-4, Pilots lead. We're in the bottom of the 8th. The Oilers threatening here with 2 outs. Here's the stretch by Torpey. And the pitch. It's a line drive up the middle. It's a base hit. They're going to flag him in. Here's going to throw. It's going to come to the plate. It's going to go to the backstop. And the pitcher backs it up. And Forshee comes through with a 2-out single here. And scoring from second base is Michael Elko. An RBI for Forshee. McElpatrick goes to second. And now Nick Costello, who is overdue big time. And he knows it. He knew it the last inning when he popped to the first baseman. Runners on first and second. It's 6-5 now. Here's the pitch to Costello, and it's a low for ball 1. The Oilers' top hitter, top prospect, I would say, needs to deliver here. Here's the stretch. And the pitch by Torpy. High, and it's ball 2. Well, the Oilers were trailing 6-0 at the end of the top of the 4th. Got 2 back, made it 6-2. Got 2 back last in the 7th inning, and 1 run is in now. Here's a pitch. There's a strike at the letters. Oilers now with 13 hits as well. Ball 2, strike 1. Nick Costello waits for the pitch. Here comes. Swing and a miss. Hitters count. Take the cut. He certainly did. And it's a clean miss. It's 2-2. 2-2. Nick Costello waiting for the pitch. And here it comes. It's a ground ball. Should be easy for the second baseman, and it is. And that will retire the side for the Oilers on a 4-3 putout. But they got another run on 1, 2 hits, and a walk. And there were 2 men left. At the end of 8 complete, the score now is the Pilots 6, the Oilers 5. We'll be back with the 9th inning after this word from our sponsors. This is ESPN 1140, 96.9 FM, RadioKenai.com, and streaming live on YouTube.
Denali Family Dentistry welcomes Dr. Caitlin Steinbeck, newest member of their team. And raised right here in Kenai, she brings her passion for dentistry to the Kenai Peninsula with a dental surgery degree from the esteemed University of Washington. She's ready to make a positive impact on your smile. Tailoring treatment plans to ensure you receive the personalized care you deserve. Preventive care, restorative and cosmetic procedures still help you achieve a healthy and beautiful smile. Experience the difference. 907
Connor Kershaw? No, is that 9? Or 6? Number 9.
Are you one of those people who don't like to wait and have a zillion things
Ty
on
Thomas.
your to-do list? No time for the DMV? No problem. AK Express is your on-the-go title, tag, and registration solution. AK Express is located in the corner of K Beach and West Poppy Lane. Everybody rides in. Have you in and out in as fast as 10 minutes. Next to no wait time. AK Express, your on-the-go title, tag, and registration solution. 907-260-8501.
408.
We're going to the 9th inning. The new pitcher for the Oilers is Ty Thomas, and he's done very well in a relief effort for the Oilers in several appearances recently. And Thomas has pitched 4 innings. He's given up only 1 hit, 3 runs, none of them earned, 2 walks, 3 strikeouts, and an earned run average of zilch. All right, so Ty Thomas on the hill, a right-hander for the Oilers to try and hold the Pilots here in the 9th inning and see if the Oilers can't squinch out at least another run to tie it. The Pilots 6 runs, 5 hits, 2 errors. They have stranded 8. The Oilers 5 runs, a whopping 13 hits, a whopping 4 errors, and 10 men left on base. And leading off now for the Glacier Pilots is going to be the tough hitter, Blake Jackson. The first pitch is a little dribbler to the right side, and nobody's going to get there in time. He's safe. It was a seam between the pitcher and the first baseman, and a spectacular drive by Blake Johnson. That's just too bad. The right call was made. They never touched him. And it's an infield hit for Blake Johnson, who just got enough wood on that ball to make a swinging bunt. And he made a spectacular dive to elude the tag from Grimm. The umpires are going to huddle here. I certainly did not see a tag. Looked like a clean signal to me. But these are guys who have consulted numerous times in this series because they want to get the call right. And they're calling him safe. There you go.
At bat.
A very, very good
3, Troy.
umpire crew here. So the Pilots are in business here in the ninth with a leadoff swinging bunt by a heavy hitter. And brings up Troy Harding. He's got 4 RBIs today, including a Little League home run in the ugliest inning I've seen all year by the Oilers. Here's the pitch. It's a ground ball. That's into right field. Ujimori did not get that one. It was a sinking line drive to the right side. And that's 2 pitches and 2 hits for the Pilots. They're not having any trouble seeing Ty Thomas.
Andrew Lamb.
Oilers are going to need some miracle cards to play right now as Andrew Lamb comes to the plate. Runners on first and second, nobody out. Infield fly rule in effect. Lamb is 1 for 3 and a walk. 2 pitches, 2 hits. Here's the stretch by Thomas and the pitch. It's a deep fly ball, right center. Nobody's going to catch this one. It's going to go all the way to the wall. It's going to score 3 runs. My guess is there'll be a play at the plate. It's going to be close, and he's safe. The throw had him beat, but there was no tag. The umpire saw it very clearly. My guess is the throw had him beat, but there was no tag applied. And my goodness, 3 pitches and 3 hits. What a bomb Andrew Lamb just delivered. And we'll give him credit for a double and a fielder's choice.
14, Garrison Berkeley.
Double and the fielder's choice and 2 big fat RBIs. There is still nobody out. Thomas has delivered 3 pitches and been mortalized. Here's the first pitch, and it's a strike called. He gave up an infield hit to Blake Jackson, a solid line drive to Troy Harding, and a huge bomb to right center. Next pitch is high. It's 1-1. 2 runs are in. There's a runner on third, and there's still nobody out here in the ninth. The Oilers have brought the infield in. Here's a fly ball in the foul territory. Nobody's going to get there in time. Brought to you by the Walden Brothers. Go to waldenbros.store. Pilots now with 8 runs on 8 hits. This did not work out for Ty Thomas this inning. And here's the pitch. Curveball hits him. Curveball hits him, and that puts runners on the corners. It was a curveball. Didn't hit him squarely between the shoulder blades.
Next for the Glacier Pilots, number 21, Jacob Stinson.
Stinson coming to the plate now. He's 0 for 2 with 2 walks. Griffin comes out and has a chat with Ty Thomas. And Griffin giving signals with runners on the corner. Nobody out. And the Pilots threatening to polish off this game with a big inning here. Oilers playing at the middle infield at double play depth. Here's the pitch. It's a strike at the knees on the outside corner. It's strike 1. Strike 1 the count. The stretch by Thomas and the pitch. Strike 2 on the outside corner. Pilots now with 8 runs on 8 hits. Oilers with 5 runs on 13 hits. Here's the stretch and a throw to first. He's back in time. He takes a look at first base. The umpire not giving us the count. Here's the stretch and the pitch. It's outside. I believe it's 2-2 right now. Ball 2, strike 2. Jacob Stinson Bats from the left-hand side. Here's the pitch. It's a hot grounder. And they're going to go to the plate. And they got a run down here between third and the plate, but they tag them. Now they're going to try for a play at third, and they got a double play. Oh, my goodness. What a play here by the Oilers as Griffin covered third. They nailed the runner at coming to the plate. They got him in a quick pickle, tagged him out, and Griffin just got a miracle double play by diving and erasing the runner at third base, trying to score that one. I think it is 6-2 and a double play. 2 dead.
Coming up to bat for
erased.
Number 22, Nathan Barraza.
Erased on the play. Getting a fielder's choice on that was the batter. Barraza is the batter right now. And Lamb and Berkeley were erased on the play. First pitch is low and away for ball one. That double play is perfect for this game. It is one of the most bizarre games I have seen. And it's strike one. Here's the pitch. And it's fouled back, brought to you by the Walden brothers. We have seen bonehead base running by both teams. We have seen some strange plays where was it a foul ball or not? Umpires conferred. We've seen where a shortstop catches a line drive. Here's a deep fly ball, but it's high, and it's going to come straight to Costello, and he makes the catch. And the damage was done for sure with those 2 runs, but the Oilers erased 2 potentially more runs with a bizarre double play. In the inning, 2 runs on 1, 2, 3 hits. There was a hit batter. There was a weird double play, and there were 2 men left on base. 1 man left on base. Let's go to the bottom of the ninth. The score is the Pilots 8, the Oilers 5. This is Oilers baseball on ESPN.
And you definitely want to get out of the river, and it's more attention. But the other side left for bucking. Now it's the time to get your team checked. You didn't stop doing it, and the team or comprehensive services back family contact them at 0728-4857.
Craving a fiesta that's tastier than a piñata full of tacos? Look no further. Cesar Pancho's Mexican restaurant. Except for their lively candidates. Your taste, but dance the salsa dishes. Your syntax at 11 Step tourist margarita. But hey, they're not just about the drinks. Cesar Pancho's ultimate sports headquarters. Catch all the action while Steve Fowler, their famous home run margarita. Proud supporter of Oilers baseball, located on the Sterling Highway in Soldotna. Senior Pancho's Mexican restaurant, where every bite is a home run and every meal is a party. Olé!
Well, we're coming into the bottom of the ninth, and Ben Griffin will lead off. He'll be followed by Leighton Helfrich and William Grimm, and all of them have hits this game.
Number 15.
And we'll see if they can produce 2 runs for the Oilers. No, we need 3 runs for the Oilers. They're trailing 8-5. Here's the pitch, and it's a strike called. My Pilots, 8 runs, 8 hits, 2 errors, 9 men left. The Oilers, 5 runs, 13 hits, 4 errors, and 10 men left. Here's the pitch to Griffin. I think it's a 1-1. Now it goes up to 2-1. Ball 2, strike 1. Ben Griffin. We need 3 runs, boys. Here's the stretch and the pitch. And it's a line drive foul brought to you by the Walden Brothers. Go to waldenbros.store for their customized T-shirts and tank tops. The Oilers got 2 in the 4th, 2 in the 7th, 1 in the 8th. The Pilots 1 in the 1st, 5 in the 4th, 2 in the 9th. There's a ground ball up the middle. It's going to be hard for the second baseman. He makes a pivot, and he's safe. The second baseman, Bermudez, got that ball behind second base and made a flying jump, pivot, and it was very, very close, and Griffin is hurt. He'll probably get a pinch runner here. Probably Chavez will come on out. He dove and worked his way to that bag and tripped it up, and he'll get himself a single, and let's hope it's not serious. Griffin 2 for 4 today, and he's not getting up off of his knees. We're going to take an injury timeout as the Oilers have something going here in the ninth. This is Oilers baseball on ESPN.
When I have issues with my sewer or drain, I call Sean Parnell with Roto-Rooter. He will come out to your house and address the situation anytime, including weekends and holidays. Have a broken line or need those grease traps cleaned? Call Sean Parnell with Roto-Rooter today. He is reliable, professional, he knows what he is doing. This summer, support local for all your sewer, drain, and grease trap needs. Roto-Rooter even has a camera to check your sewer lines. Get a hold of Sean Parnell today at 907-262-5605. Roto-Rooter.
You know your baseball, so good luck.
K Beach has everything you need to haul your ATV this summer with new inventory coming in all the time. Do you have a project this summer? Get over to Alaska Trailer on K Beach to rent or buy an Iron Bowl dump trailer. Get the yard cleaned up or haul dirt. Work or play. Alaska Trailer.
Go another segment, Caleb. He's still being attended to on the field.
Ask about their easy financing program. Gotcha. Walk out today with a trailer. 907-335-4285.
No,
Alaska
don't. Bring it back. He's walking off. Bob Bird with Caleb. Nice catch there in the studio, Caleb. As Ben Griffin beat out an infield hit here, and my guess is they're going to put Josiah Chavez to run for him, and he'll go, if the Oilers are able to tie it, that Chavez will then go to catching duties, but I'm not sure. It's got number 14 out there right now, and they maybe want some speed. No, it's Chavez. All right. And he's doing a little bit of jogging to get himself ready for base running duties, as Ben Griffin will be taken out of the game with an injury, and a few warm-up tosses now by Torpy, and he's owed them. So there's one on, nobody out. The proximate run, you know what that is now, is coming to the plate. All right, Oilers trail 8-5, and coming to the plate now is number 13, Leighton Helfrich. Helfrich is 2 for 4. He singled, got to second base, and picked off. He singled, scored a run. He grounded to third, and he struck out looking. Righty on righty matchup, and he takes strike one at the letters. Strike one the count. Here's the stretch by Torpy and the pitch. And it's a fly ball. Should be easy to center field. Moving over forward is Jackson. And he makes the catch. And there's one out now with an F8 to center field. William Grimm coming to the plate. He's 1 for 3. Sacrificed bunt in the second. Single scored a run in the fourth. Fly to eighth in the sixth. Struck out swinging in the seventh. William Grimm, here's the pitch to him, and it's high above the letters, and it's ball one. 205 hitter. The Oilers need a couple more base runners. Here's the pitch. And it's a strike called on the inside corner. It's 1-1. Catcher Harding faking a throw to first. They've picked off Oilers. They did one last night with a runner on second. They picked off a man today from second, and they picked off a sure double by failure to slide. 1-1 is the count. Here's the pitch. It's popped up. It could be playable. I don't think so. Might hit the roof here. Instead, look out behind you in the snack bar or in the lobby there. As people like to look at the major leaguers who have gone through the Oilers system, that's about where that one went. Ball one, strike two. The stretch and the pitch to Grimm. It's low, and it goes to 2-2. Ball two, strike two. Here's the stretch. And the 2-2 pitch. Oh, he's called out. One that should have been fouled off if you don't like it. Too close to take. Not when you need 3 runs in the bottom of the 8th. Here's Michael Rada. Rada's 1 for 4. He singled in the second, flied to center, flied to right, grounded to short.
Guy Thomas.
Michael Rada hit a home run earlier in this series, and it wouldn't be a bad time for one now. Here's the pitch. It's a strike called. It's the last hope for the Oilers. Runner on first, 2 dead. Rada's home run came in the bottom of the 8th and needed insurance. Here's the pitch. Low and away, and it's 1-1. Ball 1, strike 1. There's the stretch by Torpy and the pitch. Deep fly ball center field. They've got it measured, though, and Jackson will put the Oilers away as the Pilots have tied the season series with the Oilers and took this series 3 games out of 5, coming out of a 2-0 hole. We're going to be back with the post-game show brought to you by Peninsula Community Health Services, offering medical, dental, eye care, and behavioral health services. Go online at pchs.ak.org and give them a call at 262-3119. 262-3119. We'll be back with more after this word.
Catch the Oilers on ESPN 1140 AM, 96.9 FM.
National Pharmacy, located on the corner of Binkley in Marydale, offering products like coffee, pain relievers, and first aid products. All great items to have at home and on the go. Be sure to take advantage of Soldado Professional Pharmacy's MedSeek program to help organize your busy schedule. We also workouts and all the way to Homer. Just call Soldado Professional Pharmacy staff to have your medication delivered to your door monthly. Soldado Professional Pharmacy.
Where's Dr. Cross, the eye doctor? Did he move out of state? Did he retire? No, I'm still here at PCHS in the new eye care clinic at 230 East Marydale Ave. I'm still providing the most personalized and highest quality eye care that you've come to expect from me, but in an updated and advanced location. A 3D image of the back of the eye is included in every full eye exam, and the details will knock your socks. We take almost every insurance, including PSP. So looking for me, if you need to come in and have an eye exam, I can be real soon. I'll pay 07-3119 at Veterans Day.
Bob Bird with Caleb back at the studio. It's time now for the PCHS Community Health Services postgame show. Caleb?
And now, it's time for the postgame show on ESPN 1140 and 96.9. Brought to you by Peninsula Community Health Services and The Best Shop. With game recaps and on-field interviews, let's return to the field on ESPN.
Well, the Oilers drop a very bizarre played game by both teams by an 8-5 score. The Pilots had 8 runs, 8 hits, 2 errors, and they left 9 men on base. The Oilers 5 runs, 13 hits, 4 errors, and they left 10 men on. Let's make it 11 men left on base. All right, there you go. And the winning pitcher was probably Casey Uper. He went 4 innings, gave up 2 runs, 2 of them earned, 7 hits, struck out only 1. Boy, there weren't many strikeouts this game by either team. That is remarkable. But Ian Torpy picked up a couple against the Oilers, maybe 3. Let's see. Yes, he picked up 3 against the Oilers. All right. And let's take also another look at some of this stuff. Sam Silversmith did a great job in relief, went 2 innings and allowed no runs. I think they were both clean innings. No hits either, okay? So the Oilers got 2 in the 4th, 2 in the 7th, 1 in the 8th. And the Pilots 1 in the 1st, 5 in a messy 4th inning, and 2 in the 9th. And that really took the wind out of the sails of the Oilers as reliever Ty Thomas, who has done a great job for the Oilers in relief in his last couple of appearances, just didn't have it tonight. They bombed him in 3 pitches with an infield single, a line drive single, and a triple. All right. So with that in mind, we hope to be able to get an interview here from Ryson Ujimori, and he has just come into the studio. And Ryson, thanks for coming in. Let's make sure that this mic is operating. You hear me okay?
Yep, I got you.
Ryson, here I had you down for 3 for 4, and I have to tell you that the key, your best at bat, was a perfectly placed push bunt. Why don't you explain to the listeners what a push bunt is?
Yeah, it was just left-handed pitcher, so they're falling off towards the third base side, and I saw the second baseman and the first baseman playing kind of back, and we had a runner on third, so I knew if I just got it past the pitcher, make the second baseman field it, I'd be able to beat it out, and we get a run across.
And it's exactly, it was perfectly executed. There's so many, there's squeeze bunts, suicide bunts, push bunts, drag bunts, sacrifice bunts, you know.
Yeah.
And both teams were bunting very effectively today, weren't they?
Yeah. I mean, in a close game like this, you know, it was 6-4 going to the ninth. It's the type of stuff that's going to have to happen.
You made a catch I couldn't believe. You want to tell us about that?
Yeah, I was just trying to get the ball. I mean, just let it play out how it did.
We couldn't tell for sure if it was caught until I think you dove for it, and we had to make sure you held on to it.
Yeah, well, I caught it before the dive, and I was getting kind of they were making jokes at me saying the dive was a little dramatic.
I certainly didn't think so. No, okay, but that's what teammates do to you.
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
You were 3 to 4 today. I want to make a comment though. Both teams made some base running mistakes today.
Yeah, I mean, that's the type of stuff that's going to happen. You know, we're obviously not perfect, but in games like this, it will come back to bite you, especially in a one-run game going into the last inning. But it's stuff that you can look back on, take care of going on. Luckily, baseball is a game where we get to play again the next day, and it's not like, you know, football where we got to wait a whole week. We're right back to it the next day.
Well, you gave us some thrills here, even in losses. We lost 14-7. You guys had some great plays out there, plays at the plate and catches, and 2 position players pitching. Have you ever thought about pitching?
I pitched 1 inning in high school.
Okay.
I don't even know if I completed the inning. I'm not gonna lie. I gave up a walk-off single.
All right, but
that was the only time I pitched. But yeah, we're running low on arms and just players. I mean, saw 2 guys go down today. So
yeah, right. Griffin twisted an ankle, tripping on the bat?
Yeah, I think when he reached for the base, he kind of twisted his ankle.
Who else got hurt today?
Michael Rada. I think he felt something, a little tweak in his shoulder on the swing. So that's 2 big losses for us.
Can't afford that. I'll suit up next.
Yeah, we might need you to.
All right. Ryson,
you.
Thanks for coming up. It's a really great interview. You've been up
Thank
here
you.
before, and thank you very much.
Thank
Chin
you.
up, okay?
Appreciate it. Thank you.
All right, Ryson Ujimori, our player of the game, went 3 for 4 with a terrific bunt, and that's even though the Oilers lost 8-5. That's going to wrap things up here on the Peninsula Community Health Services post-game show, offering medical, dental, eye care, behavioral health services. You go to online, pchsak.org, or give them a call at 907-262-3119. That's 262-3119.